Okay, so I just kind of spoke for you for a moment there, Schmeckle. I just messaged Bing. I said, so Schmeckle said he'll try to tone down the Canadian if you join.
All right, Schmeckle, something's going on your end there, dude.
Yeah, there's a weird echo going on.
Do you have the stream open and not muted?
No.
I don't know.
Seems to be gone now.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is what you come for. Technical difficulties.
Did you see the last stream I did with Masked? I mean, much love and all, but it got interesting for a minute there.
Yeah, there are a couple streams with Masked that have gotten a little interesting, at least as far as the technical difficulties go.
Yep.
No, I missed that one.
You talking about the Honey Badger stream?
Not just the honey. The Honey Badger stream had definitely some technical issues.
Quite a few.
Yeah, it's just much love and all, Masked, but pick your settings and leave them with OBS.
I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen it yet, so.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, the discussion's interesting, but the technical issues were pretty bad.
Well, that seems to be a pretty common thing with these fucking streams. They don't seem to be very well put together.
Okay, Schmeck, send Bing the link. She said she'll join for a few. She asked what we were talking about. Now, I've looked at a couple of articles that I kind of would like to talk about, but I don't want to do a video on because it's just no. Have you seen the story about the auto-romantic person?
Auto-romantic, is that what it sounds like?
Dating yourself? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, I have not.
It's a big old bucket of cringe.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. For a moment, I thought you were gonna say it was like some audio file thing where someone gets turned on reading books.
No, not an audio file. Auto-romantic, as in love with oneself.
There's my fucking Mexican. I knew he wouldn't betray me. I still have to ask, how the fuck do you get internet out in Mexico? But
drug dealing.
Well,
yeah, they bring the coke up here to the U.S. and then when they go back to Mexico, they take the internet with them. Stealing our internets. And that's how you kill a stream.
Yeah, T's getting the same. Apparently, the link I'm sending is just bringing people to download the app.
Oh, hey, look who's here.
Not sure why.
Oh, that's enough Canadian for now. All right, I'm out.
Really, T?
So we all found out today that you, in fact, smile and giggle like a little girl.
At least I don't sound like a little girl.
Oh.
Oh, the cuntness is strong on the stream.
Pig was named?
What?
I'll let Semaj go.
I was just saying the cunt is strong in this stream.
Yeah, you hear that, Schmeckles? You're a cunt.
You know, there's even a song about it, Schmeckles. It's probably dedicated to you.
Well, I think you can sing it for me, Wrath.
I can't. I'm not singing it. I'm not singing the "You Are a Cunt" song. I was just gonna link the video and send it to you, but whatever.
Oh, so, that works too, I guess.
I've already been in one stream that's been struck tonight. Let's not make it two.
Wait, what?
Awful Rough fucked up the last stream by showing Some
Two
shit that he
different
shouldn't
full
have.
fucking YouTube videos from big producers. Two.
He didn't pause every 20 seconds?
No, not even.
No, he
Like
played
maybe
through like
twice.
19 minutes at a time.
Maybe like twice did he
Oh.
pause in all of the Llamas with Hats compilation. We're talking all 12.
Just asking for problems then.
Yeah. Suicide Sweet Tooth. No, Cyanide Sweet Tooth Suicide. God damn it. I can't even reference songs right now.
So, Schmeckle, are you committed to the idea of doing a series of streams and calling it the Cuntstream?
I am committed to nothing. If it happens, it fucking happens.
I would just call it Free Bleeding because it's Cuntstream, Free Bleeding, same thing.
I like your idea of getting fucking Andy on here.
Dude, I want Andy on here. I want it so bad.
Andy who?
Andy Worski, the Bloodsoul period pad guy.
Oh my god. Ah.
Oh god.
I thought Andy like what's that other YouTuber?
No,
Mr.
not
Mini
Worski.
Bagel?
Andy Marlowe. That's his name. Andy Marlowe.
Ah.
We should also try and get Jason Brazil in. He's a funny fucker.
Yeah, he'd be funny on one of these.
So, all right. If I know in the future we're planning on doing that charity stream for Missing On, are we gonna invite other YouTubers? I know like Jeff Holiday's down for the whole coloring book idea. Are we actually gonna see about getting them on a stream?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try with everybody that we can, and if they come, they come, right?
Yep.
And if not, that's what vibrators are for.
I was gonna go that way, but I was trying to keep it classy. Then I forgot. Then I remembered where I was. Like, damn it! I missed a good joke opportunity.
You forget your place, sir.
I forget the cunts I'm dealing with.
Trying to class up the cunt streams.
I know Bing's been quiet for about 30 seconds. I think that joke might have been where she leaves.
Close to it.
Well, to be fair, we were all hoping it was when she said, "I'm out," but
You were hoping. I was hoping someone people respect would be on the stream.
hey, fuck it. It's on my channel. Nobody's watching.
That's true.
Yeah, it is. So you don't have to worry about your reputation here thing because no one's going to fucking watch this besides Bruno. We love you, Bruno.
Oh, Bruno.
Well, unless you get popular and someone tries to dig up shit about you.
Wait, is Bruno in the chat?
He was earlier.
Oh,
Bruno?
well, if you're still there,
Bruno's
Bruno.
in the chat.
Yay! Hi, Bruno. Fuck everybody else.
See how it is.
Oh, fuck you too,
So,
bitch.
for those of you who do want to dig up dirt on T, I can tell you that her real name is in 2 of her videos. I won't tell you which ones. You're gonna have to search for it.
Did you end up finding the videos that they were?
No, I didn't even try. I already know your real name.
That's
There was
true.
no point in me searching.
I don't, and I really don't care about knowing people's real names here on YouTube because it doesn't change anything.
One
I mean,
day,
unless
I
we
plan
were
to meet your hot
gonna
feminist
like meet up at a VidCon or some shit, then I wouldn't really care about knowing your real name. Does that make me a dick?
No. I really don't care about people's names either.
Yeah, I accidentally said my real name in a hangout that ended up getting privated.
Didn't you end up? You sent me like your entire name and everything.
I did once because I forgot to blur it out in like one comment.
I didn't. I
And-
don't even remember.
Well, when the app screws up and it sends me to the top of the conversation, it only goes back like because we talk as much as we do, like 3 days. So it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. Not that I don't trust you, but it also has that crazy bitch's name.
No, don't trust me. I plan on doxing everybody I know.
Yeah, do not trust this cunt.
Go full Devin on me, I dare you.
Semaj
care.
put a lot of
Yeah.
effort into hiding his name.
I did, didn't I? Holy crap.
I was gonna say, if you ended up doxing me, I would just use it to my advantage. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I plan to do if I ever get doxed.
To be fair, I mean, my first and last name is it. I was surprised to find out that's actually surprisingly common in my city. I went to my local library, and in that library alone, there was at least 7 other guys with the exact same name as me.
James
Wow.
Warinsky.
What? No.
I don't know. I thought maybe.
Rick Johnson?
Last name I know.
Oh, in any case, yeah. So I was surprised to find that out, and then I looked up on the city, try to figure out how many other guys with my name. And went, oh, okay, that's neat. And then I found there's a couple celebrities with the exact same name as me, and went, oh, but they're low-level Australian guys, and what was the other guy? I don't know.
Common Australian name.
Well, no, there's a bunch of Australians. Just one of them. Okay, try to find all these celebrities with the same names.
I'm the only living person with my first and last name. The only other person I know of that's ever had my last name is my great grandfather and other ancestors, and they spelled it differently if you go earlier than my great grandfather.
So what you're saying is you'd be easy to find.
It's really fucking easy to find. That's why I don't want my name out.
Yeah, there's actually my name's not that uncommon.
Not that
The only-
uncommon.
Although I was looking up names the other day, and I found out that about 3,000 pairs of parents shouldn't be allowed to reproduce because there are about 3,000 Harold Johnsons in the United States.
That's interesting.
Don't name your kid Harry Johnson. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's also a Harold Butts. At least 2 that I know of.
I feel speaking of like bad names, I feel sorry. Well, I did for that guy in Game of Thrones, Peter Dinklage, because can you imagine being a small man like a dwarf and then being named Dinklage as your last name? Like that's just
Something that just automatically makes you think of shrinkage.
yeah. It's like it is
Peter Shrinkage.
It's a terrible name to get, but it worked in his advantage. So
I wonder if it's a stage name.
That's what I was wondering.
God, I hope not.
I mean, he might have
Who
just
the
swerved
fuck
into the
picked
skid
that
with it.
name?
what's that?
Like, I think he swerved into the skid, and that's his stage name. That's my personal opinion.
Maybe it was his porn name before he got into acting.
Maybe.
I would have gone with.
Anybody want to?
I would have gone with.
Humongous.
Oh, the irony! Oh, you bitch!
That's probably someone's porn name even before that joke.
Yeah, it's my porn name.
Starring Humongous. Bitch, you stole my porn name? Bastard. I'm gonna sue you.
Bring it on, cunt.
So who's smoking?
Me?
Hmm.
You've
I'd
known I
say-
smoke for a while.
I'd say
I
fucking
know.
end yourself, but you're already doing that.
What?
Being totally respectful.
Oh yes, nothing but respect in a Schmeckle stream.
I'm very respectful. Thank you very much. Fuck you, Schmeckle.
I knew that was coming. I started laughing before you said that because I knew you were going to.
Hey, we only let you on here as the token woman, T.
Whatever.
We have to oppress somebody, and there's only so many Harambe jokes.
You guys suck at oppression. Evidently, you aren't real men.
Oh, okay. I guess we gotta up our game. So, sandwiches. Chop, chop, bitch.
So,
Dude, I used
hey
to work at
guys,
Subway.
you want to hear a good joke?
Sandwiches. I'm just saying.
Guys, you want to hear a good joke?
Is it T?
Women's rights.
Oh.
You want to hear a better joke?
Heard that before. I'm laughing on the inside. My guts.
I
hurt.
know. I'm crying on the inside that I even told that joke. You said we were sucking at oppressing, so I figured I'd say some impressive
Still
shit.
sucking at it.
Mm.
I'm going to tell a joke that everybody heard. Oh, look at me, good at oppression.
You know why women's feet are so small, right? Gotta be able to stand
Running
close to the oven.
guns should come into the stream despite the delay that you have, because last time it was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, no. I mean, yes. Running guns, I love you, but fix the internet, dude. Dial-up is so 1995.
I must have missed that stream, but okay.
It was so bad and great at the same time.
Yeah, it's where the whole titanium rod thing came from.
But yeah, on the subject of titanium rods, I actually do have one inside my femur because I
Inside
shattered it.
femur.
Femur, as in the
Femur.
longest bone in your body.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
Quite. Apparently, nowhere in the instruction manual does it says, "Dude, don't fly the snowmobile. It's a bad plan." So,
Were you that-
being
that
an
idiot I saw on the America's Funniest Home video doing that?
There's no videotape of it. I already asked everyone who was there.
He made sure all the footage was deleted.
You kidding me? I would have loved that. I'd been like, I'd have been like, my name's Beep.
Look, Hypno's
and welcome
bragging
to
about his
Jackass.
nose.
He's like, my name's Wrath, and welcome to Jackass.
Well, yeah, like your horrible incident can get you some money on the YouTube. So,
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, I was out snowmobiling with some family, and my sister and her new husband, who I had never met previously, was there, and he found this jump while we were out snowmobiling, and he goes off it, and I was like, "Hey, that's pretty cool." He's like, "Yeah, dude, it's way bigger than it looks. It's like 8 feet high." I was like, "Awesome. How fast were you going?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know, 30-ish." I was like, "Okay." So I go off at about 40 or so. And he's like, "Wow, dude, you went really far. That's crazy. I don't know if I can beat that." I was kind of like, "Are you a bitch?" And he's like, no." And so he goes and he's like, "Dude, I was going 50 and I can't go any faster than that. I'm not doing it." I was like, okay, I see how it is. All right, that's fine. Go off at the 65. Well, turns out that cheap rental snowmobiles are very, very back heavy. And that's something I didn't really take into consideration. Also, I came at the jump a little bit wrong. So I was flying at an angle. So when I landed, the back of it was pretty much vertical, like the front, the runner's pointing up, pointing up to the guy that wasn't watching. And so I slammed down. First break is when my legs bounced up and hit the handlebars. And because I landed at an angle, I went sideways. My leg goes into the snow, twists, proceeds to break my leg 3 more times, and I passed out for about 10 seconds. The reason I know I passed out for about 10 seconds is because my brother-in-law saw this and he hadn't made it to me by the time I woke up. I didn't know my leg was broken yet. I'd heard the snapping sounds. I thought it was something breaking on the snowmobile. The fucker was still running. So I'm lying there in the snow, and I was like, shit, I should get up. Should go turn that thing off. Gonna waste all the gas. We'll have to walk all the way back to the lodge. Just gonna suck dick. And I try to move my leg. I wiggle my foot fine enough. When I try to lift my left leg up, I can't describe how much it hurt. There's no words. And it sounded like grinding a piece of chalk into the chalkboard. Like if you just like grab it and just push it and twist. That's what the sound it made. Well, a few hours later, I was being pumped full of morphine and in the most painful helicopter ride of my life.
They didn't give you enough morphine.
There's no amount of morphine for that.
see,
Dude,
this
there's
whole
an amount of morphine for anything.
you see,
Believe it or not, like the needle was as big as my gauges were at the time. So it was like a 12 gauge needle that they shoved into my arm, and it was like morphine. I was like, "What is that? Morphine? Why?" It's like, "Why?" And the guy that I referred to later as Red Hat, because I was in so much pain I couldn't process their names. I was calling them what they looked like. There was Red Hat, No Hat, Green Hat, and Blondie. Those were the 4 EMTs.
They sound like nice guys.
Blondie was a woman, and either it was the pain or the morphine, but she was cute.
Probably the morphine. Morphine will do that.
Oh
Morphine
yeah,
makes
Not
you
so
horny?
sure about pain.
oh dude, I hallucinated an entire person in the hospital when I was on morphine and Loratab. Wonderful. Yeah, I imagine a nurse, and I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, sexy nurse stereotype. No, no, she was like normal, wearing scrubs nurse, and she was just nice and funny and friendly. And then I was like, and I asked my friend who worked there, who was a CNA at the time. It's like, hey, do you know what shift Sarah works? She's like, who the fuck's Sarah? I was like,
Are you sure you were hallucinating and not being raped by a homeless lady who had stolen scrubs?
no, she didn't ever do more than touch my hand. So
While you
lamest
were
rape
away?
ever, lamest
As
rape
far as
ever.
and I'm sure they would claim that's rape.
It's true. It's true. I mean, I bet if I found the right like MGTOWs, they'd probably claim that she sexually assaulted me.
Is that what all those
If he
MGTOWs
was
do?
a hallucination, there are people who would claim she sexually
MGTOWs, the average MGTOW is just like, I'm not going to do relationships because the system is kind of set up to screw over men. And they have a point to a degree. The most extreme are like women are evil cum dumpsters that are pretty much only good for getting your dick wet.
Okay, yeah, because I'm always familiar with the evil like, or rather the extreme MGTOW
Yeah,
kind of guys.
yeah.
I
But
thought the
like,
MGTOWs didn't even wanna fuck women. They wanted nothing to do with them.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Good luck with
um,
reproduction.
it's hit and miss with MGTOWs.
Huh.
Just like
Okay.
feminists have a broad spectrum, MGTOWs have not as broad a spectrum, but there is definitely a lot of variance between MGTOW groups.
And they're also less cancerous and annoying.
Well, MGTOWs make
They're
sense.
they're much less annoying for the most part. Like the most extreme are really fucking obnoxious.
They're not women.
That is a plus for them.
Yeah,
They're not fucking women.
I mean, at one point, I
Fucking
actually kind
women.
of identified as a MGTOW. After my most recent relationship, for the first about 8 months, I kind of was like I guess like a moderate MGTOW. I was like, I just don't really like the whole dating and relationships thing. I was kind of at that point, like, I don't hate women, I just headache. Uh,
They are.
yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
They're so chatty about nothing.
Oh
Emotional.
my God, did you see how Susan did her hair today? No, and I don't care. We're like, guys, for the most part, we're just like, dude, did you see Brian's new tattoo? Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's as chatty as we get about other people's life decisions. Or,
Hypno,
hey,
that was
did you
T.
hear Gary's back in rehab again?
Not true.
4th time this year. Not 100% true, but most of the guys I associate with.
Oh no, I was replying to Schmeckles. He said something about me. So
Oh. Of course it's not
Hypno
true.
asked who was hitting the bong, and I'm pretty sure it was T-Bing.
nope.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh,
It's
and now
totally you,
Bruno's trying to
Schmex.
blame me for it.
Thank you, Bruno.
Can't imagine why we would blame you for that, Schmeckles. Can't imagine. It just escapes me.
Racism. Looking at our pictures, I'm the darkest one here.
Hey, I'm not racist. My picture's black and white.
Yeah, but your skin's white.
Shut up.
Yeah, me and T are the only one with actual color here.
Hey, I'm the one wearing I'm wearing a black ring. That's solidarity.
Sure.
I'm like an ally. God. It's bad when you say this, you make statements that make yourself cringe.
I'm a feminist.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Unfollowed. Unfollow, unsubscribe. Just kidding.
Fuck, you guys follow and subscribe to T?
You do too. Shut up.
Well-
Stop lying.
To be honest, it's my first time meeting you, so
Nice to meet you.
It's really not. This is Semaj. He's a cunt. He's the lesser Simeon. He's also Canadian. You want nothing to do with this piece of shit.
Sorry, I retract what I said. I hate Canadians.
Oh.
well, it's okay to hate Schmeckle. He's the beta male.
I hate- I
He
hate-
thinks
I
he's the big hot shit, but
Wait a minute, what was that you were saying, Bing?
I hate Schmeckles the most. Just so we're clear. You can be
Good.
Canadian, and I'll feel about you, but as long as you're not Schmeckles.
Or Justin Bieber. Take
See?
him back.
Hey, me and Justin are buddies.
I would take Justin over Schmeckles.
Butt buddies.
Wow. Wow, Schmeckles, you are low on the totem pole. You're the part of the totem pole that's buried in the ground, buddy.
That's the best part to be. Kids never stick gum on you.
True. Wow, this would be a really bad time for Huff to be in the stream. Because he's native.
Oh, fuck, is he?
Yeah.
He's native and has the dreads, eh?
And Christian. It's confusing.
Yeah, that's a strange combination.
I'm Métis, so I'm half native.
It's true, but you're Harambe Canadian and wear a bowler hat.
I think it's a top hat.
Whatever.
I
even know
call
what
it
you're
poser material.
God, you're stupid.
Fuck you.
No, not you. I was saying Schmeckles was stupid for not knowing what hat he was wearing.
Oh, okay. All right.
So easily
Well,
triggered,
know,
aren't you? Who's the woman
memory
in
is
this
not a
stream?
great thing for Schmeckle.
I'm just trying to add drama to the stream. Holy fuck. I'm bored.
Jeez,
See, guys, I think
GameStar.
it's completely unfair that the chat is saying that we're ignoring them. What kind of fucking chat does that to the people presenting? Can you guys stop being so rude for a minute?
Well, maybe you should stop ignoring them, Schmeckles.
This is a cunt stream. We value politeness here. So fuck
Fucker.
off, cunts.
I appreciate the stream and the chat. I appreciate you guys.
Stream. I appreciate you, especially you, hypnotic.
Holy
Yeah,
holy
fuck you
shit.
too.
Someone
Yeah.
Someone bring in hypnotic or monk.
I put the link in the chat, but the link doesn't seem to be working. I'll see if I can invite him the other way.
I've always been able to join hangout links when they're in a chat. It's fucking Twitter specifically that I always get the hey, download the app you already have installed and running.
Okay, so it's posting it through Twitter that's doing that.
Yeah, I don't fucking know why.
So I had to explain to my mother, who was here, and she sort of heard me talking in one of our past streams, going, "So, son, I hear you going saying a lot of swears, and you're shouting, and you're saying the C word an awful lot. What's that all about?" It's like, well, I'm just on some sort of live stream, and we're probably talking about Justin Trudeau.
that cover it for you?
Kind of, I guess. She's me and my mother, we're on different political spectrums, so.
Yeah, my parents overheard one of the streams when I was. They actually overheard the one where I yelled at Bane. And they're just like, what was that all about? I was like, guy called me a liar. I took it a little too personally. I was on a live stream. I later they asked me the next day because they popped by, and I was like, oh, okay, this is awkward. But yeah, I was like, I apologize and shit. And there's no it's like, do you always talk like that on streams? I was kind of like, sometimes let other people talk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my grandparents had thought for a long time that either I talk to myself or I'm on the phone all the time, which works for me. I'm a teenage girl. I think they just assumed I was on the phone. So, although this is just when I was up at 6 a.m. talking to someone.
Someone. That's adorable.
Shut up.
You're like the little sister I never had.
Ew.
You're like the little sister that I had 2 of and didn't want any fucking more.
I don't have younger siblings. I'm the youngest and I have 3 older sisters. It's like
I'm the youngest.
it's like polygamy, but you can't
Gross.
talk your parents into
Gross.
divorcing. Well, my dad was always gone, and my sisters ordered me around like they were my mother.
Still,
My sister tried to kill me on multiple occasions.
It only happened twice for me.
Oh,
Fuck
no, it
her
happened
for
once or
failing.
twice. My brother tried to stick a needle in my eye.
My sister tried to stab me.
My
I ended up.
sister jokingly threatened to stab me, but she didn't. She almost drowned me once, and then she made me eat a leaf that was poisonous, I think.
Sperm donor.
Yeah, my
Holy
sister.
shit.
My sister made me leave. Poison
She's a
oak once. Oh, it was the feminist sister that did that to you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So
I told
she
her
Why am
tried
I
to
not
fight
surprised?
Right. I told her today I was on YouTube.
Oh God,
Did you
why
tell
would
her
you
who
do that?
you were on YouTube?
She asked me what I did, and I said I talk about the problems with feminism, and because this was over chat, over like messaging. She goes, "LOL, no way." And then later on, she started asking. She's like, "Well, do you do gaming? Do you do vlogs?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, she doesn't believe me." I didn't tell her. Like she's looking for my channel, but she can't find it.
So, what's your sister's full name? And if you have it, contact information?
Feminist retard 555-015-670.
I will
At
remember that.
123
I
Sesame
will be in
Street.
contact with her.
She's at 12 Sesame Street in Hell, Missouri.
I hope she never finds this stream and she'll be like, "Oh my God, you call me a retard." For 9 people to see.
Your
Okay,
sister's never gonna
okay.
find
I
it
have the most racist
until I message
relatives in the state I live in. Like seriously, one of my relatives last time I was on Facebook, which was a couple of days ago, I
Wait, were you gonna
checked it
say
just
one
because I
of
was bored. What?
were you about to say one of my racists instead of
Yeah, one of
relatives?
my racists. Yep, one of my racists that happens to be my cousin. Literally posts, "How is this porch monkey ass nigger not impeached yet?" about Obama. I was like, you can't say that shit.
I don't know. That seemed like a
Dude.
perfectly normal thing to say.
Yeah, he
I know,
said
right?
it.
Too
He said
PC.
it on my page because there's a picture of me with an Obama impersonator, and it was outside a bar.
Facebook?
Yeah, I use the Facebooks occasionally. I uninstalled
Fun.
the app, and I only get on it like once a week now because honestly, it's boring, and everyone just reposting random pages, pictures, and
You know,
videos and gifs.
I'm just a narcissist and I have Facebook only so I can see the memories and all the kind of funny jokes I used to post. I'm funny.
Most of my memories are cringy as shit because it goes back to like 2007 when I first made my Facebook account, and I just like really cringy teenager shit that I said.
I have a little bit of that, like through my emo year, but like aside from that, no, it's just funny jokes I came up with. I'm just slightly proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that was when I was the most active on Facebook, is during my emo phase.
Oh God,
Oh, you had one of those
for a
too,
month
eh,
during
Raph?
my emo phase, so I wasn't on there.
Oh yeah, dude, I had hair longer than Bangs currently is, and it was dyed black.
Well, yeah, my hair is currently longer than Bing's is, but it's not all
That's because you're a
dyed
gorilla.
black, straightened, and
I
all
only
that
straightened
shit.
it twice, and there's no pictures. And I didn't straighten it; my ex did.
No, I have had
One of like 5 exes
fortunately
I can
not the
remember their
current
name.
one, but exes straighten my hair to see how long it is straight.
Mhm.
But I was never into the whole hey, let's straighten my own fucking hair thing. It seemed like way too much work.
Oh yeah, it
It
took her
is.
like an hour to straighten my hair, so I was kind of like, this is not a thing I'm doing on my own.
Back in the days, you had hair.
Yeah, I haven't had hair for about 2.5 years now.
See, I had gone like probably almost an hour without remembering that you're bald, Raph.
Bless you.
Huh? What?
See, like I look at my Facebook. I have like 12 notifications, and they're all page reposts. And someone's birthday, someone I don't really talk to. Oh, hey, look,
Ex-girlfriend,
Dave.
ex-boyfriend.
Former friend from when I was in the Navy. He was in my division.
Oh, so ex-boyfriend.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I get it, because all you Navy guys are faggots.
The hairy one made it funny.
More funny than you. I'm sorry, I'm cunt.
Yeah, it looks like everything.
Ouch.
I wasn't kidding when there was like plenty of cunts in here.
Oh, good God. That time I shaved half my face and thought I was being creative. I'm going through my Facebook pictures, also known as Wall of Cringe.
Okay, chop it out so we can't see whatever your identifying features are or whatever. And show us this half fucking beard. Put it
Wait,
on
Monk?
Twitter.
Monk made a good point in the comment in the chat section. He said, "Aren't all Canadians fags too?" Thank you, Monk.
Ooh, savage. And accurate.
That's just mean. And abusive and racist.
And
We're
true.
both fucking hairy ass whatevers.
I'm
The
I'm
chat has
sorry
become
that she's telling the
toxic.
truth. It's very unfortunate for you. No, I'm
Don't
not
put
putting the
us
half-shaven
down.
picture on Twitter. That's not a real thing that's gonna happen.
Oh, you're not gonna put up the half beard?
Nope. It wasn't even very long in that picture. I don't know why I shaved. Oh yeah, I was trying to fix like the cheek area, like where it's not really sideburns, it's not really goatee yet, and I ended up cutting it too low. So I was like, fuck this, and I shaved it all off. And the girl that I was kind of talking to, but not really dating because she was a manipulative bitch, was like, "What are you doing?" I was shaving my beard. I want to see. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Did you bang her?
Once,
Was it after that?
yes.
Then it was worth it.
I keep trying to tell people that, but everyone's like, "No, really." It's kind of like, sure. I mean, I don't really care about what people think about my Facebook. I just don't want my identity known with my political standing. Because YouTube and Twitter are the only place that I can really be honest about how I feel about society. Because I would not be able to retain a job in this state.
I
If
speak the exact same way that I do on YouTube and Twitter on Facebook, except without the cunts and avoiding certain topics.
see, I
You're on
can't talk
Facebook
about
too?
BLM, Islam, or my feelings that almost all religions are hypocrisy on Facebook if I want to keep a job.
No, I still talk about all of that. I mainly just avoid feminist shit.
Oh, and feminism. Good Lord. Last time I went at it with a feminist, well, I showed Bing the conversation. It was pretty bad.
I follow feminist pages on Facebook.
I
And
actually
comment
got
on
banned from one without saying anything.
You're welcome there.
I think it's probably because I reposted without saying, "Hey, this is my work." One of my videos on Facebook, and I don't know.
So the chat has said it. Steve Shives.
Oh
Oh.
yeah, I got blocked by Steve Shives my first day on Twitter.
I am also blocked by Steve Shives. I don't know when, but I found out today.
Well, I ran an experiment.
System where like if you follow certain people that he's blocked, you get blocked as well. Because I'm
Yeah,
blocked
I
from
think
him.
that's how it works. Because Dumb Cop is blocked.
See,
Well,
I have.
that's what several people have suggested. I don't know. See, I kind of trolled him a little bit, and I guess I asked for it, but I was going to see how long it took to get blocked. So when I first created my Twitter, I followed Armored Skeptic and Steve Shives, and then I tweeted at both Armored Skeptic and Steve Shives. Whoever blocks me first gets a donut. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Did Steve get his donut?
I don't have a way to contact him, so I guess he doesn't get one.
Ah. See, if you weren't fucking hiding, Steve, we'd be able to send you your fucking donut.
Right?
Hypnagogic Monk asks, Steve Shives or Michael Rowland? Who's more retarded? My vote's for
Michael
Stevie.
I don't really think there's a winner to that race. I really think even with the slow mo, they're dead even.
I'd still have to vote for Steve.
You know
Steve-
what? Yeah, he makes those videos where he talks about things with his stuffed animals. I'm sorry, that
Exactly.
wins.
Like that's a little worse than Michael Rowlands. I mean, Michael Rowlands is still a complete cunt. If you ever somehow watch this, Michael Rowlands, you're a cunt. A cunt. Anyone else wanna? While we're talking directly to Michael.
Hey, Michael.
I have no idea who you are, so you must not be that significant.
Hey, Michael. At what point does the things that you say become lying to yourself? Because I believe that even you are smart enough to realize you're wrong.
You guys are gonna have to elaborate because I'm not familiar with this person.
Neither.
If you watched the Bering stream where he had 3 male feminists on, Michael was the one that kept interrupting Bering and asking Bering bullshit questions.
Oh,
Any of the responses to the reasonable questions for anti-SJWs, because I'm sure you didn't sit through the whole fucking thing. He's the one that was wearing just a towel.
is that a towel? I thought that was a toga.
With like the creepy
A
mustache.
towel, a toga, something.
And he has like a porn stash.
Yeah.
Well, in the background, he has like these pillars, these like Roman pillars. That's what I thought. Is he wearing a fucking toga? Is he cosplaying in a video?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought when I first watched it. But then you watch it again, and if you look, it's obviously a towel by the texture. Unless he has like the world's most uncomfortable toga.
He's by his pool. Fucker has a pool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's either rich or his family is rich. I don't know.
What's up with these fucking regressives and being wealthy?
They're almost all upper class
Regressives because they're wealthy.
because they don't have anything to bitch about, so they make up shit.
Exactly. They don't have real problems, so
They don't know what oppression is, so they get to complain about it and be like, this is real oppression. And people who are actually oppressed are trying to, they don't have time to complain about being oppressed.
So I'm going to do it for them.
Yeah, when you think about things in that sense, I mean, it makes me even more scared to be in Canada because Justin Trudeau, who's this super privileged guy, is in charge of everything. Like, fuck, he has idea.
Just because you're wealthy doesn't mean you're automatically going to be a regressive ass. It's just there seems to be a concentration of wealthy regressive asses.
yeah. And going back
Speaking
to
of regressive asses, does anyone know what Chrissy Winter's PhD is in?
she has a PhD.
Does she?
Yes.
She has such a smug look on her face. I always thought she was just
And
like, you know,
her voice. Oh my god, she just oozes bitchiness.
yeah.
Just like, I'm better than you. I'm fucking better than you. Okay, much better. She's like Anna Kasparian's statement of being better than people
Like she
embodied.
said, and that's rather offensive.
Yeah, her face is very similar to like the way she looks at you and everything. It looks very similar to, I want to say Rebecca Watson, the elevator gate girl.
Yes, I believe that is Rebecca Watson.
Yeah, so like the
elevator gate.
the
Oh my
way
god.
the way they just look at the camera with the smuggest of looks, and like you can almost tell that the infection of self-importance is just there.
Well, yeah, them, Trey Melvin, Gazi Kodzo. Trying to think of more examples that aren't black guys. But I mean, Trey Melvin, oh my god, he is so in love with himself. It creeps me the fuck out. And Gazi is just like,
Ghazi is Black Hitler, right?
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the one I did the Gazi Needs Your Help video about the riots in Uhuru. Aquavia.
Are we gonna do impersonations?
We are going to North Carolina.
Aquavia, we're gonna talk about the toilet bowl and complexion niggas.
I believe Bruno is suggesting that we summon Black Hitler.
Fuck you. I don't want to talk to him.
No.
Aw, come on.
I kind of hope he's doing time in North Carolina because he did some stupid shit while out there protesting.
Oh, did he?
He was talking about wanting to go, so I'm hoping he's in prison for it. I joked about checking the live stream to see if he gets arrested on his stream, but I never did because I don't know if he actually did one. But seriously, I have no sympathy for anyone who supports him because he was asking for donations to help his group go to North Carolina. It's like, bitch, you bragged in one of your videos about buying a BMW cash. You shouldn't ask for a dime from anybody. And I don't feel sorry for anyone who donates to him when their money ends up going to his next BMW. Also, I kind of want to sell my car because I own a BMW.
Who's that? That other
Oh,
guy that Jeff
Rub it
Hardy
in
was.
our fucking faces. I own a BMW.
My BMW is older than Bing.
Oh,
I can't
never
afford a
mind.
car, so go fuck yourselves. Who's that black guy that Jeff Holiday was responding to? The one with the mascara in his eye.
Yada.
And
Yada?
the fucking flower crown.
Oh no, that's not Yada. That's Trey Melvin.
That's
Trey Melvin.
Okay.
Yada is the short black raced realist, the one who thinks that white people aren't human.
I bet he thinks that the black people come from the super race that live on the planet, like underneath deep in the earth. We have
I don't know if he's that far down the rabbit hole. He found a different rabbit hole to dive down. He thinks that white things aren't made of carbon and therefore aren't natural life, like cauliflower.
These are rational human beings. I can tell you that much.
Seriously, I'm waiting for Yada's flat Earth video.
Okay, seriously, going back to that one guy though with the flower crown, he was responding to Jeff Holiday and shit.
Yeah.
Did you watch his video?
Yeah.
Like that scene where he was just like staring at the camera, saying nothing, and just licking his lips.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like he was processing. Like, did that make sense? I think I made sense.
I think he was trying to make one of those moments where it's like super profound, like, yeah, you hear what I'm saying, and there's this moment of silence. You're supposed to be sitting there like, ah, oh, yes, I get it. But it wasn't like that. You just kind of want to stab your eyes out with ice picks. And then just like heat them over a fire and then eat them because, oh my god, it was disgusting. Oh, I hated that video.
After
like
watching these guys, I never have ice picks left for my eyes. They're too firmly implanted in my ears.
yeah, seriously. I mean, you're telling me I did the freaking what's her name? Not just Lacey Green, but her too. What is her fucking name? The
Ashley?
the Hey Anti-Feminist video.
Yeah, Ashley Mardell.
Ashley Mardell. Fuck Ashley Mardell.
I covered one of her videos a while ago, and at first she was like semi-reasonable, and I was like, okay, fine, but then like I watched her other shit, and I was like, well, clearly now I have to kill myself.
It's like I gave this person credit. I now have to hang myself.
And, I loved how like she over dramatizes everything. Like when at the beginning of the video you covered, she's like, it's terrifying that I'm going to be posting this. Why is it fucking terrifying? What's going to happen? Ooh, a mean comment. Oh, I'm so scared.
It's like, yeah, like what on fucking earth? By the way, I'm probably gonna be doing the audio fix for that this week. Thinking of doing that tomorrow. That's the one with the fucked audio where you can barely hear me.
Okay.
Because I didn't normalize it before adding it to the video.
Have you watched any of my old videos?
I've watched. I think I've watched all of your videos at this point.
I was going to say with the audio thing, if you go back, you'll notice a lot of people complaining about the audio in some of the older ones, because every time my intro came on, I deafened everybody.
Yeah, rip headphone users. I saw that in I think the earliest one that has the your little intro thingy.
I had a really hard time managing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I did an offline hangout with Remove Head, and he talked me through a bunch of the editing shit that I didn't understand. He's fucking awesome. He's a great guy.
Don't say that. He's in the chat, you faggot.
That's why I said that, because I want to do a collab with someone with more subs than me, dude. Duh.
You know who I'd love to do a collab with? Jay the Magic Robot.
I actually talked to him the other night.
I have actually never heard of him.
He's really interesting.
Type in his name on YouTube and you'll find a video on Red Robot's channel. I think that's the only video he ever did. He's really fucking good. So
he's
he needs
really
to get,
smart too.
Robot?
He's very smart.
yeah, Jay the Magic Robot. There's only one video. It's on Red Robot's channel. It should be like the first one you see.
Yeah, it's just J. It's not Jay. It's just the letter.
I think you and I were on the same stream that he was on. Or maybe not.
I wasn't on a live stream. I was on an offline hangout with Masked.
Oh, okay.
Last night, actually, I was talking to him for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's really interesting, and he was actually the military vet I was telling you about, Bing. So it wasn't last night; it was the night before. When I said I was excited about talking to another vet, that's who I was referring to, because he's really interesting. Yeah,
and he's got like a creepy cartoon Sideshow Bob kind of voice that really resonates with you. So it's like, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. That is a good way to describe it. It is kind of like Sideshow Bob sounding.
Well, it took me a while to figure out like who he reminded me of, but then Sideshow Bob seems to be the most apt.
Probably, yeah. Don't mind me if you guys hear some like 90s music in the background. I'm playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 again.
Is Tony Hawk even still alive? I haven't heard that name in years.
He probably is. I know the skater I'm playing as is still alive.
How fucking old would Tony Hawk be, though? He's got to be in his...
He's 56.
Really?
Mm.
Was that a fact that you had on hand, or did you look that up?
Wait. No, I got the wrong Tony Hawks. Hold on. Hold on.
There's only one Tony Hawk worth knowing about.
48. He's 48.
That makes more sense. I was going to say, I'd believe he's in his 40s. I wouldn't believe he's in his 50s.
I was thinking at least 50.
Bing, while you're on the Google machine, how old is Rodney Mullen?
I have no idea who that is. Hold on.
He's like the godfather of street skating.
Oh, yes. That guy.
He is ugly and 50 years old.
Yeah, I mean, if you live the life of a pro skater, you probably don't age well.
Speaking of that, have you guys seen the picture going around comparing, who was it? Sammy Hagar and Bill Clinton?
No.
Oh, no.
They're both the same age. One has lived a life of sex, drugs, and rock and roll and looks amazing.
And yeah,
one is married to Hillary Clinton and looks like Bill does.
Bill looks gross now, dude.
He looks like he's not alive. He looks like he's a fucking wax figure of Bill Clinton. A bad wax figure of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the real Bill's been dead for years.
Well, that's what they've been saying about Hillary, so maybe they're a holograph couple.
Yeah, there's a reason we call her Killary.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know people call her Killary?
No.
It's kind of been a thing since the Benghazi drama.
It's kind of just the obvious way to go because Hillary, if you change the H to a K, there's
oh my God! Thank you, Schmeckles. I didn't understand.
Oh well, you kind of sounded like you didn't know what was going on, so.
Yeah, and no, it's a reference to the Benghazi scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still think is bullshit that they basically just dropped the investigations on both that and the emails.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the Benghazi thing, but with the emails, like, no investigation was carried on after they went, oh yeah, turns out she did it.
Yeah, shouldn't she be, like, in jail for treason? Or something along those lines?
Or at least mishandling classified information, which can still land you time.
Oh, guys, did you you know that recent shooting of the okay, so there was a black guy, like 4 officers were like tasing him, and then one officer shot him.
Yeah.
Okay, the officer who shot him was female, and I was reading this article about it where it was sexist that she was charged for shooting him, but none of the men were.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I was
What
like,
the fuck?
It had nothing to do with who was holding the fucking gun and pulled the
exactly.
trigger on that fucking gun, causing the
Maybe,
bullet to come out of it and kill the man.
I mean,
They
maybe
were
they
all
had been
hit.
doing, maybe the 4 men had been doing their job exactly how they were supposed to, and this one officer who happened to be female fucked up and shot him. Why would they be held responsible for her actions?
I don't.
That's like
I
if
don't
me and a
pretend
group
to
of friends.
understand when I hear stories like that anymore. Like I wish I could say that I even bother with those, but I really fucking don't anymore. I was like, it makes no sense, and trying to make sense of it is just going to give me a headache. So, oh, Wes is
That's the
fucked.
worst thing about being on YouTube. You have to watch all these videos that make no fucking sense and read about shit that makes no fucking sense. And
Well, actually, I enjoy it. That's why I got on YouTube.
I don't sleep as well anymore.
Well, I enjoy
spend
some
most of
of
my
it.
nights up awake, worried about the state of the world.
You care too much.
Well,
I enjoy some of it. Some of it really pisses me off. I don't know.
well, you have to remember, like, if you're in the field of being an entertainer or a comedian or something like that, when things are going good, you have nothing to talk about. But when things are going bad, you always have something to talk about. So if you're a YouTuber, you'll always have things to make movies about, so long as the world is still fucked up. Which means that if you're doing YouTube as a career, well, then you'll always have something that'll make you money. It's just sad. It makes, yeah. Provided that you
Well, then
can.
I hope the world continues to stay fucked up so I can get money.
Right?
Well, the unfortunate thing is, hopefully, YouTube will let you talk about that kind of stuff and monetize your videos. Otherwise,
I can always just talk
Minds.com.
about,
Yeah,
you know what, if I really need to make
minds.com.
money, I'll just become a feminist and complain about patriarchy. I don't care.
Oh, fuck off, T. The
The
rest
dye
of
your
us
head blue. Dye your hair blue.
I've dyed it bleach blonde. I buzzed off
Ooh.
one side of it. It was dark brown, and the other side was short and blonde.
I don't think I've ever seen someone with the shaved head thing that was blonde.
And unsubscribed. Unfollowed. And I don't have
Blockity block. Just kidding.
Actually, I've shaved off my hair like twice. 2 or 3 times.
And
I have too this week.
Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe.
You're just trying to stimulate Bing's activity on her analytics.
I know, right? Thank
It's
you.
gonna look awful. So many unsubscribers.
But she gained as many back.
Oh fuck.
So
This
it's like
is blood
you're just stemming her her controversial stance by doing this.
Thank you for being stupid.
So do you wanna do that on my channel next?
And on to Wrath and report.
Oh, you cunt!
And you're blocked.
Good question. You're blocked. Fucking suit yourself. I've actually kind of recently developed a taste for.
It's
No.
taking
Suit
me a little
Yourself
while.
is one of my favorite channels. He's one of the only ones I check on a regular basis.
I wasn't into his humor at first, but I think he's an acquired taste.
I don't know.
Who
The
are we
3
talking?
Aussies I check all the time are Bearing, Suit, and Rory.
We're talking about suit yourself.
Satsu, T, you, and the Black Lex Luthor.
I've only watched 2 of Black Lex Luthor's videos, but on the group chat, I was like, "Hey man, would you be down to do it?" Like, I hit him up on a DM because he followed me back, and I was like, "Hey man, would you be down to do like a compilation or a live stream sometime?" He's like, "Sure man, just let me know what and when, and we'll work something out." I was like, "Cool."
Yeah, I've been meaning to set up a Cuntstream sometime when he's available, because he's agreed to be in a couple of those.
I think we should actually have a topic if we're going to invite people we don't know very well, just as a thought.
Well, yeah, I'll come up with a topic eventually. I'm switching jobs, so I'll actually have time to do shit.
Yeah.
How is that?
It's gonna be fucking great. I'm gonna be making just about twice what I'm making now, and
good.
have a consistent schedule, and not have to babysit a bunch of adult women.
good.
So
I
you
can also
do-
dox you now. You won't be in as much danger. Yay.
Also, yeah, if my face gets shown by accident, if my name gets leaked, it's not such a big deal because now I'm working in a fucking factory and they don't care what I fucking say.
Yeah, the job I'm going to be starting in a couple of weeks is going to be kind of the same thing. Like it's factory work. There's a couple of guys that I'll be working with that are felons and shit. So they really don't give a fuck what I say on YouTube.
I have to be a
But-
little bit careful because I'm a teacher.
Yeah, I can imagine you'd probably be under the most scrutiny in this group, depending on what Semaj does.
Again, how the fuck are you a teacher at 19?
I have skills.
Hey, if Griffiths could be a teacher at 18, I mean, there's no reason.
Who?
Griffiths?
I was gonna say,
Not
but you don't do like regular classroom teaching though, do you, Bing?
No, I do. It's not tutoring, but I do after school. An after school program.
So I was curious about that because I think you told me that before. Is that an additional learning thing, or is it like something that the kids opt in to do, or is it for like
Well-
kids who struggle?
They seem to struggle. Um, so I never get caught saying that. No, it's
Now is the time to dox T.
You
No,
bastard!
it's not like the reason it's not tutoring is because it's not like they're bringing in homework they're struggling with. I teach them our own not credential. I teach them our own math
Curriculum?
and curriculum. Yeah, their own math and English curriculum.
See,
Okay.
do you try to make sure you somehow deprogram the kids from learning all the feminist propaganda that they're being taught in school these days?
Well, they're all like 10 and under, so far they're good.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
hear they're
so
starting
far. I
earlier
mean,
and
look at
earlier.
Australia these days. If Australia's education system gets as bad as if ours gets as bad as Australia's, they might start learning like white guilt in elementary.
No, these kids I teach are really smart.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
like,
so
I don't know. One kid's in my class, and he's probably only about maybe 8, and he's already in like advanced multiplication.
Wow. And I thought I was a smart kid. I mean, I could do like basic multiplication in like second grade, but not like advanced shit.
No, I'm like proud of him. I'm like, oh, you're so smart, kid. But then he'll be like, how do I do this? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Hang on one second. Let me get the answer key.
So, Hypnotic Monk has asked, why are Canadians cunts?
Hypnagogic.
That's why.
Huh? What?
Because they're bitches about pronunciation.
No, he's
Oh.
saying the wrong word. That's different than pronunciation.
That's
Why
very
are
true. I'm saying,
cunts? It's because the water here is terrible.
wow.
It's awful.
Why do you think Canadians drink so much?
Because of it.
It's because they're not Americans.
Well, that, and we're trying to break the stereotype that Canadians are nice, polite people. We're not.
It's not working for you.
It's not
No,
doing
we're
that good.
very polite. I'm sorry for what he's saying, chat. I'm very sorry.
Go fuck yourself, you beta male cuck.
He hasn't had a Snickers today. He's not himself.
Carlos asked me if any of the students have a crush on me. Well, this one kid called me ugly, and someone said that was because he has a crush
This
on
is my favorite story.
Oh my god, that was so funny. That story was so funny. Just that whole dialogue on Twitter about that was great.
Yeah.
About lost it.
Dialogue on Twitter.
Yeah,
I must have missed this.
Bing posted it on Twitter. I think it might have been me that said it's probably because he has a crush on you. I'm not sure. But I know that that's kind of the kind of behavior I exhibited when I was in elementary school.
Fire story.
I always had ugly teachers. I never had the hot teacher.
I had like 2 hot teachers through the entire thing, and both times they were engaged. Not that it mattered, because one time I was in junior high, the other time I was in high school, and I hated that fucking class. Like, I swear she had just graduated from college because her reasoning for things didn't make sense, and a couple of times she said shit that was contrary to what was written in the fucking book, and I called her out on it, and one of those times I got sent to the principal's office because I said, "You're stupid, it says this."
I had a similar thing happen. I had a French supply teacher who didn't
French supply? What the fuck is French supply? Goddamn Canadians.
No,
You don't even have real classes in your schools. No wonder you guys suck.
Substitute teacher. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying French supply
French
was the subject. I was kind of like, what the hell is French supply?
No, we say supply instead of substitute.
Still
At least
weird.
where I'm from.
Because you're dumb.
It also depends on what part of Canada you're in. Here in Alberta, we call them substitute teachers.
But yeah, we had a French substitute teacher who didn't fucking speak French. And I'm not particularly good with French. But what she was saying was so wrong that the whole class was laughing at her. And she singled me out and she was like, "Why are you laughing?" And I was like, "Because you're fucking wrong. That's not what you're trying to say. You're trying to say this fucking completely unrelated thing." I don't remember what the actual phrase in question was. But yeah, sent right out of class. And then I had to explain to the principal, well, I wasn't wrong. She was wrong. But guess who got in trouble for it?
You.
Yeah, the fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
That's discrimination.
If
It
only
is.
Harambe had been killed when you were in school, you totally could have made
Then
that
I'd
argument.
be equal. My life would matter.
Probably.
Hashtag
There'd
not
be
all
a
gorillas
hashtag
matter.
for me.
Hashtag Schmeckles doesn't matter.
Get that started as a hashtag and it will still make me famous.
Probably.
No, we wouldn't want that, would we?
No, seriously, you gotta do something so fucked up that someone like Philly D wants to cover it, and you're set.
Like the whole Lacey
I
Green
have yet
bullshit.
to do anything fucked up on YouTube.
Yeah. I thought my
Other
video on
than
Lacey
every
Green was decent. It's
Cuntstream-
actually my personal, like, I feel like I did my best on my Lacey Green video.
I actually quite enjoyed your Lacey Green video. I had.
I sent you the link that day, but I think you were working when I uploaded it because it wasn't my normal weekend schedule. It was, what, 2 days ago now? So I did that 2 or 3 days ago? I can send you the link on Twitter if you want.
Yeah, send it. I'll watch it later.
If you want
I
to
saw-
bleed through your ears.
I stopped watching like Lacey Green responses because they were so predictable. It's like they're beat for beat. You know exactly the bullshit that you're in for. And then this new shit happened. Went, oh, finally, I have a new reason to dislike this woman. All right.
That's actually in the title of my video. I was kind of like, everyone's least favorite feminist somehow found a way to be less likable. Improbable, I know.
But yeah, Wrath, actually, kind of weird. I didn't do a video on the Lacey thing because of your video.
Yeah, and I
It's
didn't
like
do
you didn't
the
do-
questions for
Yeah.
SJWs because of yours. Well, yours, you literally made the points that the big tubers didn't make that I was going to. I was just like, okay, it would literally be different phrasing of Schmeckle's video, so I'm not going to fucking do it.
Yeah, see, I when it's something like that, I try not to watch the bigger YouTubers or anything like that before I answer it.
Mm-hmm.
after watching it, I noticed that a couple of my answers are similar to TJ's, a couple are similar to this guy or that guy, right?
Yeah, I actually haven't seen TJ's response to SJWs. I've seen Skeptics, Shoes, and Chris Ray Guns. I would say yours is
TJ,
I would say yours is the most like Skeptics as far as your approach, but your
see, I haven't
conclusions are a
actually
little
seen
different.
Skeptics.
Your conclusions are different though than his. Like you have a similar approach to it, but I don't know. It's just because you two have very different styles that it doesn't come across. Even if your answers are similar conclusions on a couple of them, it doesn't come across the same because your delivery is so different than Skeptic. So that's a good thing, especially since you're
Yeah,
both
I'm definitely
Canadian.
not in any way similar to Skeptic.
I love
Yeah.
Chris Ray Gunn's little video there. Whenever Steve Shives comes up, like, go away,
Fuck off.
fuck off, I'm done with you. You're an annoying fly. You're already irrelevant.
Chris Reagan was actually my favorite of the big tubers that covered that video.
Oh, did
Speaking
Chris
of
Reagan do
cunts,
one?
He did yesterday, I believe.
speaking of cunts, I'll be right back. Gotta deal with the cat.
Sorry, what was that, Bing?
I'm saying I need to catch up because I haven't seen any of these videos.
Start with mine,
Double check
then build
your
up from
subscription
there.
settings, because if you don't click on the little bell next to the sub, you don't automatically get notifications anymore. They fucked it up.
No, even then, like Schmeckles, when did you upload your video?
Yesterday at the exact fucking last minute before I needed to sleep.
I don't even think I got a notification for him, and I do have the little bell thingy checked off. I
Did you
don't
get a
get
notification for
notifications
mine?
for the Satiristician anymore. That doesn't matter as much because he just tells me when he posts it. But still,
Yeah, I usually tell you when I post mine, just because the one time you told me that your notifications are jacked up.
yeah.
So I just sent you the link. So whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
I tell all the important people when I post mine.
Well, I posted it in that group chat. So I figured I didn't need to tell you privately, Schmeck.
No, exactly. The group chat works.
I like that group chat actually. A lot of good folks in there. I'm sad Rory left.
I'm not actually. I love Rory's content, but on Twitter he's actually kind of fucking annoying.
You know who's annoying? Edgy thinks is annoying on Twitter. Like, I like your videos, dude, but calm the fuck down. Like,
That's how I feel
like,
about Shoe Head.
oh my god,
no,
Shu.
yeah,
I've
Shu
almost
is
unfollowed
skeptic.
Shu. I've almost unfollowed her
I unfollowed
before
her.
because
I unfollowed her, and I still get her shit because people constantly retweet her.
Well, she's one of the most popular anti-feminists
Yeah, you're
out there
gonna
right now.
constantly see her if you're following people with similar opinions because she's so huge.
see
I mean,
here,
like,
looking at my current feed,
it's not like she doesn't
Edgy.
make valid points or anything like that, but oh my god, it's just when I'm going through my Facebook cat lock, she's screaming something, and I'm like, oh my god.
See, literally my
Yeah, we
my
never
feed,
used
like
that before.
I had to scroll down like 3 screens worth to not have Edgy in the screen.
No, but see, with Edgy, he posts a lot of shit, but a lot of it, except when he's just arguing with people and I don't care, like a lot of it's pretty valid.
Right.
Almost all of it is him retweeting, him quoting retweets. That's on mine right now.
You know who I really like to follow? Hackbart or Celine.
Hagbard Celine is hilarious. I love that kid.
He's
Like,
hilarious in his videos and in his posts.
yeah, there was
That
just this
guy
like
is
one
fucking
on
funny.
Twitter. He was like in an argument with like all these different feminists and Black Lives Matter, and I swear I think I was bored and I spent an entire hour just reading all the shit he was posting every minute.
Yeah, that's how it was when Peach Bailey first came back. I actually had a back and forth in tweets with her for about an hour about that asshole who said that if her mom would have eaten more vitamin C, then she wouldn't have died.
Yeah, I saw that after the post had already been deleted. I just saw her saying, "Who the fuck would post shit like that?" or whatever she said.
Yeah, I went back and forth with her. Her and I were kind of dialoguing through tweets about that. It was interesting. She's really cool. I talked to her once on an offline hangout. Really nice lady. Really funny.
But that that post actually reminds me of something I heard when I was younger.
Hmm.
When I was young, I went to a Catholic school. This would
Oh,
have
God.
been the first grade. I left school for a couple days because my uncle was dying.
Okay. Sorry to
When I
hear that,
came
dude.
back, one of the first things my teacher had to say, in front of the whole class, by the way, was, "We probably would have made it if you had prayed to the Holy Spirits."
Holy fucking shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking end yourself, you cunt.
Even at that age, I knew that that was a fucked up thing to say.
One of the most fucked up things I heard, and this was while I was in the Navy, I was debating going back to being Mormon. I was on the fence about it because my life was going to shit, and I was drinking all the time, like all the fucking time. And I talked to one of my Mormon friends. Found out about an hour before this conversation because he was coming over to have dinner at my house because I invited him and his girlfriend to dinner because his girlfriend was friends with my girlfriend and we fuck it, whatever. Hour before that, I find out my cousin had killed himself. And you know what he says to me? He said, "Well, at least he's in a better place." Like, fuck you. I
What?
literally, I put, I think I actually stabbed my fork into my own fucking table. I was like, fuck you. Get out of my house.
Yeah, that's a fucked up thing to say.
Broke up with my girlfriend the same night. She thought I was acting inappropriately.
Well, fuck that cunt too.
Or
I told her, fuck you too, get out. Like, so an hour after I kicked my guests out, I kicked her out and never had any guests in that apartment again.
I should think not.
Kind of ruined it. Also, I got a reputation for being an asshole around the base after that. It was
Wait,
kind of like, yeah,
within the base, you could
don't
still be
ever go to
considered
his
an
house. He's
asshole?
don't ever go to his house. He'll just yell at you. I was kind of like, you made it about your religion an hour after I find out that the smartest person I've ever known, who happened to also be my cousin, killed himself. Like,
yeah, I went to therapy one time and it was just really retarded. I would like share what was going on and they would always make it about God and I was like, oh my God.
yeah, I went
That's
to
why I
therapy
never went to
I
AA.
went to like 2 sessions of therapy after my cousin killed himself, and I told my therapist, I was kind of like, if you ask me to pray one more time, I'm reporting you.
Well, see, I went to a therapist. My parents didn't want me to actually see a professional therapist, so they had me see the pastor at church.
No, I went to a real therapist. I told them I was kind of like, I'm gonna report you if you ask me to pray again.
Yeah, don't go to a pastor, by the way. Bad idea.
I did for years because I was Mormon, and that's what you do.
That's what
That's
you
just
do.
that's standard procedure when you're having a hard time with anything. Even if the thing you're having a hard time with is there's so many inconsistencies in this book, I don't get why we believe it.
Hmm.
It's like, well, go talk to the bishop about it. He'll help. And there's just, let's pray about it. Let's pray. Do you feel that? Do you feel that your questions can get answered? Flies that burrow into the eyes of African children and make them blind before they're 5. He's got an answer for that, does he?
Yeah.
God moves in mysterious ways. That's always the answer when they don't have one.
See, I find that going to a religious leader usually isn't as effective as going to a therapist. But going
Yeah,
to
the
a
therapist
therapist
I
is
went to
usually
had a
entirely
crucifix.
ineffective as it is.
The therapist I went to, the professional, had a
So saying,
crucifix on. What? Go ahead. Sorry.
Schmeckles wasn't done. What were you saying, Schmeckles?
Sorry, Schmeckles.
I find that going to a religious leader is generally less effective than going to an actual therapist, psychiatrist, the other one.
Mhm.
Psychologist.
That's
Is
it,
that the?
psychology.
Yeah,
But going to them is generally not that effective in most cases.
Mhm.
Like if
my
you're somebody
understanding.
with a severe issue, then yeah, maybe you go to a psychiatrist, you get the medication to fix it. But the whole talking it out thing, at least as far as my experience has been, doesn't work because they're still people and they still have their biases and they still have their own ideas. And unless you get the person who thinks the exact same way as you, they're not really going to be all that helpful.
Yeah, I think some of it has to do with it's less about sharing what you're thinking as much as it's supposed to be what you should be learning is how to deal with your
Well, and guys have a harder time just like finding anything effective and just talking it out. We're much more hands-on kind of things because we're guys. We don't
Yeah.
not women here. We don't talk our problems out like that.
I wouldn't even say that.
Well,
If I have a
I
problem
would say that's
that could be
100%
solved by
true.
talking it out, then I'd fucking talk it out. But when they're trying to talk it out and they're entirely incapable of speaking about things on your level, when they're just people who aren't equipped to understand where you're coming from because they came from different places or whatever the differences between you may be, it often becomes just, hey, this is how I was taught, so let's just go by the book. And textbook treatments don't work across the board, you
Well,
know?
yeah, but I mean, I still think that there is a certain way you can kind of tell people how to cope with their thoughts that's a little bit more universal than like giving your opinion on a certain situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
certainly there are certain ways to deal with certain things that are constant.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I've actually thought about being a substance abuse counselor because I used to have a serious substance abuse problem.
Oh, you too, eh?
Yeah, dude, I used to ski the figurative Alps.
I assume you mean Coke.
Yes.
In this case, samesies, bro.
Yeah. That shit messes you up, man.
Yep.
I was, believe it or not, I was probably orders orders of magnitude more mean and aggressive when I was on that shit.
I actually didn't have a huge problem with how I acted on the shit so much that I drove myself to the poorhouse because of the shit.
Yeah, yeah. I was close to that point, but like as soon as I came down, like when I was on it, I was hyper focused, and as long as you didn't get in the way of what I was trying to do, whatever it was, then we wouldn't have a problem. But when I was off it, I was just when I was coming down or when I was withdrawing, I was just so angry.
Oh no, yeah, when you're in your withdrawals, well, yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah, like I was just like I I threw a chair at my roommate for asking me if I'd paid the cable bill.
I
Like literally, that was all he said. It's like, hey man, did you take care of the cable bill? Because the cable bill was in my name. And I was kind of like, I threw a chair and was like, what the fuck that is that supposed to mean? It's like,
I was fortunate enough to have exactly one friend by the time I was at the quitting point, and he was much larger than me and much, much less on drugs than me, as in he didn't do any. And he basically fucking kept me under lockdown.
see, I joined the military. That's how I got clean.
No, his lockdown didn't work. It was just like the first push.
Mm,
Eventually, I ended up getting clean through willpower, I guess. But it was probably let's see, yeah, only a 6-year thing, but still a
I was
long.
only on it for about 18 months.
Okay, so maybe only 6 years isn't the right way to phrase it.
Maybe. I've been clean since let's see, there was time I slipped up. So August 30th of 2010.
I stopped using regularly early 2014, and then did one night of lines mid 2015.
I'll just stick to it, man. It's hard. I mean, I slipped up about a year into being clean.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not something I'm so worried about now. Like, to be honest, and like, I don't like to talk about this shit on the internet, but having my daughter made a huge difference, you know? Like,
That's what I hear from people who have kids who have previously struggled with bad habits. Is it's a lot easier to stay straight once you have more responsibilities like children.
well, not even that. Now I have a reason to, first off, be clean, but second, live, right?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean that's definitely something that you don't always have when you're on the shit.
exactly. And now it's pretty fucking easy to stay clean. I smoke pot, I drink, and that's
You
it.
order pizza.
Yeah, I haven't smoked pot in a few months now. I drink still like I don't know every other weekendish, and then being over there, being a good little straight edge.
Yep.
Never drank, never smoked pot. Jesus Christ.
You got drunk once, just didn't like it.
Yeah, I got drunk because I really wanted to text this guy, but before I got around to it, I was throwing up. So
You really
Well,
wanted to
then
attack a
you did
guy?
it wrong.
text.
Text. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Pot makes Hypno hurl, and yes, Hypno, they allowed me to reproduce. We did have to go to court over it to see if my spawn would be allowed to live. Uh, there were some concerns. The whole Canadian version of like,
Child
real.
Protective Services.
They tried to argue that I shouldn't have a child. It might be a danger. Uh, then they did accept it. The mutant crossbreed was born. Somehow a gorilla and a moose produced a skunk. It's just basic science. Read a biology book. There will be pictures, diagrams. You'll love it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Traditionally, we call that kind of scenario an abomination.
Abomination?
Schmeckle.
Hey, you guys can't say Obama's name when we're talking about a part gorilla. That's racist.
God bless this stream.
God help the outcasts. No one else will. If anyone gets that reference, I'm not looking at the chat. So, chat, do you get that reference? Someone tell me.
I'm looking at the chat, but I can't keep up with it despite the fact that it's moving very slowly.
And there's only
Wait a
5
minute.
people watching, so.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
but
Do
their
you
shapes don't seem to
do any of
connect
you
to
guys
each
get
other.
that reference?
No.
I wasn't paying
It's
attention to what you said, so.
God help the outcast.
God help the outcast. Isn't that the Bible?
No.
All right.
Then
No.
I'm out too.
The only thing I know is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's what it's from.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, see, I had to read that in French. That's why I didn't fucking get it.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Stupid fucking
Faggot.
country.
I was going to say the island of Dr. Monroe, but I don't know. Monroe? Whatever the fuck the name is.
Dr. Marvin Monroe was a different guy.
Okay. No, I'm thinking the one with the island and the animal people.
Yeah, no, Moreau.
Okay.
Marvin Monroe shocked people.
Ah.
I mean, at least he's better than Kevorkian.
No, I'm talking about the birthplace of furries.
Oh, God. Actually, he's not better than Kevorkian then.
I have no problem.
Although it's
with
still
Kevorkian.
amusing to me that Kevorkian died of natural causes. Like, that will never not be funny to me.
Did I ever tell you guys I go to furry conventions and the funny story involving the people from Fort McMurray?
I didn't know that you went to furry conventions. No, I haven't heard this one.
Yes,
Well,
can we hear more details about these furry conventions, Semaj?
Do you get laid at the furry conventions? Does she take the
What do you
costume
dress
off?
up as? Is it an orangutan? Do you just fucking go to those things dressed as Semaj?
Do you sing anything from Jungle Book while dressed as orangutan?
It is one of those few places I could be my true self, but no, I don't do that. If you're an artist, you go around to various different places to try and make as much money as you can. So some of that, what you do is I go to these little furry conventions. You meet some really fascinating people.
I'm sure you do.
And yes,
Furry
they
animal costumes.
do walk around in the costumes. Not all of them. They're fucking hot and
Do
sweaty.
all of the costumes have genitals?
No. In
No,
fact,
so
none of them
Sometimes
do.
they're just bumping up against each other.
Maybe. I haven't explored the other areas in that sense. In order, you see, these furry conventions are pretty popular. To get an actual ticket to go there, they're more expensive. If you're going to be in the artist dealer's den area, that only lets you in there. You can't check out the rest of the place. I kind of want to though, because I have heard stories. So, but no, this year I was at the furry convention, which was being held at a hotel, and prior to that, there was the big. I don't know if you Americans have heard, but the city of Fort McMurray was up in flames. So,
yeah,
but
half of a province fucking burned to shit.
yeah,
from what
thanks
he
Trudeau.
was presenting.
Fucking Trudeau. Anyway,
Wait a minute.
so
I didn't hear anything about this story.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
half of fucking Alberta, according to the news, burned to shit. I mean, it was really one small localized area, but huge fire.
Damn.
Yeah. It could have been soft, but we can get on that political stuff when I'm done my furry story. So, let me talk about the fucking fur. So I'm at this furry convention. These are actually really nice people, and they'll commission you, and you can make a fair bit of money going there. You just have to deal with the fact that they're going to give you the references for their characters, their OCs as they call them, original characters, and it's almost always wolf people. I mean, there's others who do other stuff, but wolves are the majority of it, and they're always naked. And if the guys are always super muscular with huge erect penises, I'm like, fuck, do I have to do this? Can I put clothes on? Okay, all right. Anyway, so they are degenerates when you
Did
think
you
about it.
or did you not have to strip down?
Not.
Okay.
Not. See, as far as I understand, there are certain areas that may happen. I don't know. I'm not allowed to explore because I'm in the dealer's den. I have to pay for a full ticket price, which I'm not going to do.
That's an okay thing to not have to do.
My morbid curiosity makes me want to know what's going on. All right, so maybe next year I'll dish out the money. I don't know. I might be sharing a table with a friend. Who knows? Anyway, so all these people in Fort McMurray came over to the hotel that the furry convention was being held at, just because they had rooms and they let them in there. But there was also another part of the hotel where there was a wedding going on. So we have Fort McMurray, hotel people, and a furry convention. Well, the furry convention, all these people walking around with these animal suits, apparently that really entertained the children. because they're like, oh, bright and colorful animal people. Oh, let's check this out. And they're walking around. It's not a big deal. I mean, like the dealer said, this PG related stuff. You can't do too much, but you are allowed to sell adult stuff, but it has to be like under the table. So it was the only time.
They were dressed in what looked like just regular animal costumes.
Yeah, most kids don't know that kind of stuff, but they see it and it's like, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cute. A lot of kids bought animal ears and all that kind of stuff. All right, that's fine, cute. It was very profitable for the artists at the dealer stand. Here's the thing, though. I could see from across my table there was another table and an artist. That artist had this graphic novel that she made, like independent kind of stuff, and it's just a series of very well made pictures, digital art, that kind of stuff, of very muscular, furry men of different types having sex. It's a big gay orgy book. Every page is just orgies of this. Okay, it was right on the table. The person couldn't stop this little girl who ran right up, grabbed the book, and immediately started looking through it. And the person at the table was she tried to take the book away from the girl, but it was too late. And she just dropped it and went, ah! Oh no!
Oh my god!
If she talks to hotel people, that's it. No more furry convention. I'm like, stop! No!
All right, so since you have some experience with furries, I guess you'd call it that. Do they overlap hugely with the otherkin? Do a bunch of them believe that they're animals, or are they separate groups?
No. I have talked to them about that. Same thing with the brony community there. Totally separate fandoms, totally different kind of stuff. Furries things, they just say, we just like to dress up in suits and have fun. Sometimes we do degenerate stuff, but they think that the other kin stuff, those guys are fucking crazy. I'm like, right, okay. You guys are just running around in animal suits, right, and they're the crazy ones, right.
No, to be fair, the other kin are way more crazy than the furries.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
the furries dress up as animals. They don't think they are animals.
That's like just next level fucktarded if you're otherkin. I'm sorry for any otherkin listening to us. That's next level fucktarded.
For any otherkin listening to us, my name is Schmeckle. I am Gorillakin, and I'd like to be your friend. Please subscribe.
Don't enable them.
I post otherkin friendly videos all the time.
Don't enable
heart
them.
Emoji, smiley face. Those are all the emojis I know.
Gotcha.
Oh, come on. There's poop emoji t-shirts. There's no way you don't know about that.
Which one?
The shit emoji.
Oh, yeah, and the shit emoji. Lots of those. Shit emojis all over.
Well, you are a gorilla, so I mean, flinging it is kind of your thing.
It's basically all I do. Have you seen my channel?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I complimented you earlier, and then this is what I'm endorsing. Jesus, I feel like everyone who cut Colin Kaepernick after the sit out.
Do not compare me to that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's true. He's famous and he's famous and has money.
Exactly, especially the has money part.
Right.
I may be zero famous, but I am far below zero money.
You're so far in the negative, people refer to you at the bank as the American government.
At this point, if you scale it, I'm probably in more debt than the American government.
Like if you take it in a debt to income ratio?
Yeah.
That's pretty depressing. What did you get your degree in? Feminist dance theory?
No, I let Mrs. Schmeckle pay her phone bills for months with my card.
Jesus, how many, like...
She likes to use data.
Yeah, how many like dating sites was she using?
I don't know, but I've been paying about $1,000 a month for her phone for a little over a year. I don't make...
Have you ever considered the fact that you're fucktarded?
Yes.
He's Canadian,
a
I'm
couple
sure.
months ago, which is why now she has no data plan. Now she
Yeah,
can make phone calls, she can send texts, and that's it.
yeah. The first time I ever got a call from a collector was about a week after I got out of boot camp. My fiance was put on, like, my paychecks were going to our joint account, and she was to pay our phone bill. She was to order our new phones, and she was to mail in the rebate for the new phones, so that we'd end up only paying for about half of the phones. She got the new phones. That's what she accomplished of those 3 tasks. That's literally all I asked her to do.
I
She's
am
like, "Do you want me
being
to write you
paid to
while
be
you're in there?" I was kind
Schmeckle.
of like, "From what I've heard about boot camp, I'm going to be really busy. I'm going to have like an hour a week to read your letters," and that's about what I had. So if you write me more than once a week, I may not be able to read all of your letters because I'm sure my mom will also be writing me.
You
She
must
wrote
be
me
a
every
slow
day and
reader.
didn't pay our bills that, literally she had to do twice during the time I was in boot camp. So I got a call from a collector on my brand fucking new phone that I got at boot camp graduation the day I got to my first command.
See, this is why I wasn't in relationships. Too complicated.
Yeah, that's why T.
Shut up.
Ha 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 ha.
Had nothing to do with the fact that you don't like going out and meeting people.
Or the height.
Meet someone online.
Clearly.
Well, yeah, you can't tower over a guy over the internet.
Shut the fuck
Wait a
up.
minute, are you tall?
She's
No.
6'4", I swear to God.
Yeah, I was gonna say, looking at your videos, the proportions and structure, I've actually gotten relatively good at guessing this. Tell me how far off I am. I'm guessing
Watch
five
them and look at her
five,
arm
5'4"
length.
to 5'5".
Oh my god, you're so far off.
Wrath,
How tall are you?
Wrath. Watch
Doesn't
one of
matter.
her videos, look at her arm length.
That doesn't mean dick.
It does when they're that long.
Now I'm curious.
I know, which makes me want to not say it, especially.
Like, she's actually shorter than I am, but
Now
only
I
by...
understand why you've only had 2 relationships.
I was actually taller
Wow.
than my first boyfriend.
Was he from Lilliput?
No, he was just a
So I
shortcut.
think I've had the rest of you answer this. I don't think I've had T answer, because she hasn't been on a cunt stream. Lacey
What?
or Anita?
Lacey
You have
or
to fuck one.
Anita.
Ha!
Thank you.
Ew.
Yes!
Ha!
Gross.
Everyone
the
else was going Lacey. Fuck those guys.
She does her makeup. I think Anita's much more attractive than Lacey.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I don't like the way Lacey does her makeup.
Lacey's face.
Yeah,
Or
her
her body.
face. Okay, her face reminds me of my ex. So that's
Her
part of it.
stature reminds me of like different balloons put together.
Her size reminds me that I don't like fat girls.
Yeah, seriously, like her size is like, okay, at what point do you get on the fat acceptance train?
No, like
I mean,
she's
you've
not
had dumber
obese or
ideas.
anything, but she's too fat for me.
No, what I'm
She's-
just saying, but like she's been getting progressively fatter. At what point is she going to join the fat acceptance thing?
Didn't give a
I
damn.
haven't been watching her long enough to see her get progressively fatter. I've just always seen her as fat. Did she used to be thin and pretty? Like her
Well, she used to be like about average, like weight wise, because she's always been a curvier girl, but she used to be like curvy and not fat.
like curvy in the good way. Like, look, I
Yeah,
have
like
curves where women have curves.
Lacey
J-Lo curvy.
looks like she has like baby fat on her, but it doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like her cheeks are really like puffy and everything.
Her cheeks don't look like baby fat; they look like gravy fat. She has fucking chubby ass cheeks and a chubby ass face in general.
Yeah, see, my ex, she looks like she looks like she ate my ex. That's what she looks like.
That paints a clear picture of your ex.
Yeah, your ex must have been fat to make her put on that much fucking weight.
She's actually one of those girls that is like thin and shapely, but has a round face.
Okay. Oh my god, my ex died like okay, so he has like dark hair and he dyed his bangs orange.
See, you said your ex died. Like
Yeah,
I was
you
expecting you
started
to say
that
like 2 weeks ago, like your ex is dead.
Oh no, I would have been rejoicing on Twitter.
Oh yeah, you've only had a couple exes. You're still bitter about any
I've
of
only
them.
had one ex.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like I don't even
Yeah,
remember all my
woman.
ex's names at this point. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Like at
I
this
remember
point,
the funniest stories and the ones I dated the longest. The others I don't really remember. I remember that they exist.
and keep in mind, this guy lost his virginity at 21. So if he can do that in what 6 years,
Yeah.
you've still got hope.
I'm good, thank you.
No, you don't want to be me. I've dated. I actually did
He's
figure it
bald.
out.
You don't want to be him.
I actually did figure it out. I've dated 15 women,
I've
like
been on
actual
4 dates.
relationships.
No, 3. I've been on 3 dates.
I've been
I
on.
have dated maybe 4 women.
Well, I'm a whore.
My first kiss was with a girl.
Hey, mine too.
Hey, me too. Actually, all of mine have been with girls. Crazy.
Good for you.
Huh?
I said good for you guys.
I remember seeing like my very first ex at a convention there, and I hadn't seen her in years.
Hypno, she's 19, you fucker.
Yeah, there's really not much more to that story. That
Just
was
a girl and you liked it.
That's okay.
no,
Was
not
the
even that.
chapstick cherry?
Not even that. She didn't like it. It was human
It wasn't even a kiss,
contact. It
though.
was
It was just as a
weird.
peck on the lips. That was basically it.
That's not
Yeah,
a
that doesn't
fucking
count.
kiss. That's something you give
I
your
know,
mother.
that's all I've had, okay? Even with my boyfriend, we only ever pecked on the lips twice.
Whoa. Rewind and freeze.
Christ, your life is
Rewind and
you write
freeze.
a very
Did
depressing
Schmeckle just
novel.
admit that he kisses his mother on the lips?
What's that?
Did you say that you kiss your mother on the lips?
Well, when I was a fucking little kid, yeah.
Dude, you don't kiss family on the mouth. Just don't do that.
When you're a
Okay,
fucking
Mark,
little
seriously.
baby, you don't have a choice. They just do it. Wait, was I raped?
Yeah.
Yep, you were raped by your mother.
Oh, fuck. I wish my mom had money. I'd sue.
Explained so much about your personality. So much.
Can you imagine if you actually did and you won all that money? How's Thanksgiving gonna look?
Oh,
Like
fuck.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna be busy
Thanksgiving
driving around in my Bentley.
Exactly. For Thanksgiving this year, I'm staying in an empty apartment with just me and a thing of liver. If I sue her and win for Thanksgiving next year, fuck Thanksgiving. I'm rich.
You say I'd be
If she had
doing
money.
donuts in my parents' driveway if my parents were rich and I sued them, but I don't have any reason to sue them. I mean, yeah, my dad was an asshole, and yeah, spanking was still a thing, but I'm sorry, I don't see how that's
Yeah,
abuse
Hypno,
if
please don't
it's
fill in T's
corrective.
gap.
Thank
wouldn't
you.
like that.
No.
What?
T's gaps. Hypno's trying to fill in her gaps, and that's not a thing that T's open to.
Hypno.
Especially not from a monk.
He wants me to finish the story, but since I won't, he's going to fill in the gaps.
Oh, please do, actually.
No story. We picked on the lips. That was it.
Hypno, I would like to please hear your story. Please join the stream just so that you can tell us all this story. There, once again, is the link for you. Click it, come and join.
No.
We would like to hear the whole story from Hypno's mouth.
You're gonna get T to leave if you do this shit.
When have I ever worried if I offend anybody in any of these streams?
That's a good
Bigger.
point. I'm just
He has
saying the
respectfully
conversation's actually
declined.
interesting. We're not just going back and forth calling each other cunts for being from the countries we're from, which is a normal Schmeckle stream. No offense, but
Hold on, we haven't done that in a while. Fuck you, Schmeckles, for being Canadian.
Yeah, and fuck you for being
It's-
a fucking gun-toting American. Look
You're
who your
just
fucking
jealous.
ally is here. You have some guy who's just showing his
Is he?
fucking knuckles. Nice fucking Punisher ring, you little fucking bastard. I at least got another fucking simian here. You guys don't even resemble fucking primates.
You know what? There's a lot
No,
of frustration. There's a lot of frustration on this stream. There's only one fucking way to get through this. Think eggs. Go fuck yourself.
That's a good idea.
Yay,
Does
Tanga egg
everybody want to
reference.
whip out the Tang eggs? I bet that they'll sponsor us if we all just start going at our Tanga eggs right now. We'll make the noises.
They actually, okay, I didn't even tag them in it, but they actually retweeted something I said. Someone, I forget, someone said something stupid on Twitter, just fucking ignorant
Someone said
bullshit.
something stupid on Twitter? No way.
Everyone
Mind
says
blown.
Mind blown, right? No, they were like, it was something like, but you know, he's like, but you know, the wage gap is true, and I can prove it. And they included a link to a study from '95,
oh, that's totally relevant.
and I was kind of like, well, why don't you just go grab a tang egg and go fuck yourself? I didn't tag them or anything. I didn't use a hashtag, and they retweeted it. And I was kind of like, okay, maybe they will sponsor us.
I jokingly had a Twitter conversation with Miss Anonymous saying that I would write a review of a Tenga egg for her charity something or other, and then they followed me after that. So they're on my followers list.
I want to be followed by tang egg. That'd be great.
Say some nice things. We'll contact Miss Anonymous and say get on our stream, and we'll all universally say that we used.
What, you guys don't?
I've never
Oh,
used one
fuck.
yet.
You
Dude,
guys
I've never used one yet. I just
than a kid.
I don't know. I guess I'm traditional in that way. I don't feel like spending money on something for that.
Oh, so you go the cheap route with just the many ringed knuckles.
I take the rings off. I don't want to have to clean them off later.
Oh, it makes sense.
Not to mention, have you taken a close look at the black ring? That would hurt like hell.
Yeah, go now.
Black ring? What
It's
the hell's a
about
black
fucking
ring?
time, cunt.
What?
I said it's about fucking time, cunt.
I'll catch you guys later.
Have a
Catch
good
you later,
one,
Bing.
but actually don't. Try and choke in your sleep. Good night.
Go fucking die.
Don't choke on your tongue. It's not a fun way to go.
Did she just like close a door? Okay, she actually did leave.
No, the door was me.
Okay, it sounded like she was closing a door to try and sound like she left, but she doesn't drink, so I don't know why that would sound like a good idea to her.
Yeah, I think we kind of. She's just like, ugh, with the whole Tanga egg thing.
Probably. But for everybody else listening, don't take her reaction seriously. Tanga eggs are amazing. Tanga eggs. Go fuck yourself.
Get abandoned on a hot date. Well, guess what? Your Tanga egg still loves you.
Tanga eggs, because you don't have a girlfriend.
Tanga egg.
because you accidentally got married. Tanga egg,
What?
because what other fucking choice do you have?
Found out your wife's been cheating on you? Tanga egg. Go fuck yourself. And get a lawyer.
Tanga eggs, it's this or a hooker.
Which is more
Tanga
expensive.
Tanga egg. Reusable fleshlight. Like Tanga egg, a fleshlight that's easier to hide.
Tanga egg, clean it out after you come. That's just gross if you don't. Come on, you're
Come
an
on.
adult.
Come on, not in.
Tenga eggs, where the yolk is you.
Oh god, what's going on now? Uh-oh.
We got talking about Tenga eggs and all that.
All right, so any of you.
Oh
fuckers
my
know
god,
how to,
oh my
build
god. Monk just tagged all of us in a Tengag instructional video.
it.
Wait, what? What the fuck? What is this?
Oh, okay, so it's Schmeckle and me, Convince VS,
That's Bruno.
Eric Nobody, being an anonymous.
Where is this? Is it on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't take me. Oh, okay. Well, you needed the space.
Monk don't love you.
I don't know what brings
See,
you
Monk
over-
and I have that special connection of he's from the South, I lived in the South. So we
Gotcha.
both know how to play banjos.
Yeah, it's all good.
Also known as the redneck mating call. Any horror. Seriously, Annie, I'm not picky at this point. Sorry, I've been using that joke for a long, long time. I did not know that Bing was such a good kid.
Yeah, no, her and Hufflepuff.
Well, yeah, but Bing's an
Entirely
atheist.
fucking clean.
The difference is Bing's an atheist and, like, attractive.
Only as of recently.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like, she was raised, I think, up until adulthood as a Christian of some sort.
Yeah, I believe so. Don't quote me on that because I don't know for sure.
Yeah, like, I have no idea, but I think it was the past couple years or something like that where she, took the red pill.
Yeah. Finally got out of Wonderland, so to speak.
Exactly. Like, I could be wrong, but
Well, I mean, it'd make more sense.
yeah, to be honest, my memory's really bad, but I think she mentioned in a stream or something that it was a recent thing.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was not terribly long before she started YouTube. We should have asked her before she left, but I think she got uncomfortable with the Tanga egg thing.
I don't think she got uncomfortable so much as bored.
Could be.
Probably just didn't have anything to contribute.
Yeah, she
We're
doesn't
just-
tend to get offended by a whole lot.
We're just shooting the shit, really. So
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say we talk about the auto romantic issue, but I was kind of like, eh.
Yeah, fuck, let's go on to that. That still seems like I haven't heard of that. I will need that
That article.
explained in further detail, or the article. Can you screen share from there?
I don't think I can screen share from my phone.
Okay. Then yeah, send the article and I'll try to screen share it.
Here, let me find it again really quick and save the link because I know my clipboard right now is my video because I sent it to Bing because apparently she hadn't watched it yet.
Somehow we still have viewers, and I think some of these are new viewers. What the fuck are you doing, people?
well, we're slowly going down. We went from like 8, now we're down to 5.
We gotta bring it up to fucking 11.
Fucking
Dude,
11.
always get it to 11.
Why stop at 11? Let's just go for 800.
Let's
Just
go
gonna
get
say,
it.
my chat's super behind because they're talking about Steve Shives.
Yeah, you're a little behind. They're talking about Muslim apologists now, apparently.
Oh God, I've already covered HBR to death. I really don't want to talk about Muslim apologists right now.
They're actually not talking about it. Kevin Graves just posted Muslim apologists and a bunch of exclamation marks. Is that an accusation? Is that an accusation, Kevin?
Kevin
Are you
who?
coming on to me? It's one of these things, Kevin. You're either
Wait a minute.
accusing me or you want to fuck me.
Kevin who?
Can it be both? Kevin Graves.
Don't know who that is. Is that one of your subs?
He's one of my most valued subscribers. I say that to all of them, but don't tell him that. Give me the link to the other Canadian, Schmeckle. I think he wants yours, Semaj. Put it in chat.
I ain't got nothing, so don't bother.
Oh yeah, Semaj has a nothing channel. No videos.
Couple of
Did you link mine and Bing's channel?
I'm gonna link them all afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I linked them the first time around, then it fucked up, and I didn't link them when I made the new one. I'll link everything later.
Oh yeah, when we tried to make the hangout and it was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. That's happened a couple of times actually. Me and Mast were gonna do a live stream, and then it got all jacked up, and then my internet started being fucktarded. Because thank you, Comcast. Pay for 150 megs up down. I get about 12 down and about 2 up. So lawsuit. We'll see ya. We'll be talking later, Comcast. Love you. Yeah, sorry. I have had nothing but pain from working with Comcast. I really, really, believe it or not, miss Time Warner.
I'm with Rogers, and they're absolutely awful.
Are they exclusively Canadian? Because I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
They might be, yeah. Are they?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have like different stuff. We don't have any of the American markets here, so like TELUS, I bet he's never heard of
Oh
them.
yeah, that's right. You guys,
We're
your
basically
government
Rogers
won't
and
let
Bell
you guys
Wild.
have American services.
Yeah. I think they're trying to force us to keep the economy going here in Canada.
Well, I mean, it's basically an extension of CanCon, isn't it?
Maybe. I know.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I'm subscribed to Adosa Buckley, and he talks a lot about a lot of Canadian Canadian issues, because he also is Canadian, obviously. But yeah, he talked about how like one of his videos is Canada versus Verizon, because Verizon tried to get be able to provide cell service in Canada, and basically several Canadian service providers effectively lobbied against Verizon coming to Canada.
Well, I think there is one. Isn't we got like Virgin Mobile here? So I think isn't that an American company?
It is. Or at least they're available in America. I don't know if they're based in America though. I have no idea. I do know they exist here.
Speaking of Virgin, are they still doing that that little space program?
Are you talking about the ones that had the explosion? You're talking about SpaceX?
Yeah, I think so. Because Virgin was going to do like this space tourism thing where they take a shuttle and they drive people up and then they fly them back down. And they had like a couple.
I don't know. I know the SpaceX. I know the Falcon 9 exploded, which was the SpaceX like rocket exploded during fueling. So I don't know if that's the same project or not. So I couldn't tell you.
Oh, so welcome, Remove Head.
Aquavia.
Oh, Remove Head's been here for a while. Aquavia. Remove Head's in the hangout.
Do you have all the cucks you were talking about with you?
Oh, I've got tons of cucks.
Oh, dude,
fucking been creeping in the stream for a while, and you just now join. Now I feel like an asshole for promoting your cheese video.
You decided to save the fucking stream.
Well, I'm here to make America and Canada great again. And, you fuckers aren't doing much of a job about it, so.
With
We were
cheese.
trying
You're gonna
to
make it better with cheese.
great again, but the assassination attempt failed. So
I know it's unfortunate Trudeau's still alive. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
Trudeau.
500 kilometers south of the border, and yet I still feel the effects of Trudeau. So
By the way, we really need to do something like if obviously we need a better hit guy than you guys we sent for Trudeau. But if we get a guy can get that done, Hillary Clinton as target 2, if we could.
don't even need to, dude. She's gonna fucking
She's
die. in,
dying
like,
on her own.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I actually had a discussion with this. One of my friends is like, if you could get away with killing anyone, who would it be and why? And I would say like, well, the only person I really wish death on right now is dying on national television. So
That's beautiful.
That is brilliant.
I mean, I really kind of like. Can I rain check this? Can I use it later?
But yeah, no, I couldn't help but join up when I heard all this talk about virgins. You know.
We were talking about
Yeah.
the cell phone fire, but okay, let's.
Wait a minute. So let's talk about virgins. So like Allahu Akbar level, or
Well, no, actually, Virgins are all British. I mean, sorry, Virgin is a British company. It's not an American company.
oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
I knew they
And
existed in
AT&T
America.
Okay, look, Telus is Verizon, I believe. AT&T is Rogers.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember.
Well-
I used to live right up off the border. Like
Telus
you know.
and Verizon aren't like equivalents of each other. We have both here.
Do you? Okay, then it's what was it? There's
Are you thinking Bell?
no, Bell is maybe I am thinking Bell. I don't know. It's been so fucking long, man. Those companies have fucking changed hands so many times too.
oh, dude, tell me about it.
But yeah, I know for a fact Rogers is AT&T because I used AT&T for cell service, and whenever I'd go up across the border into BC, it would be Rogers.
Oh, okay.
So something interesting, kind of similar but a slightly different industry. DirecTV got bought by AT&T while I was working for them,
Huh.
and is really interesting because all of our incentive programs got better, and they simultaneously laid off like half of my department.
Well, yeah, because you get rid of half of the department and you make the other half of the department you keep work harder, but you give them more reason to work hard.
Yeah, and then the company that had the contract with DirecTV/AT&T fucked it up, and we all lost our jobs.
Probably Convergys or some shit like that. Yeah.
Dialogue Direct.
Oh, yep.
Yep, who are going to be entirely gone by the end of I think we're now in the third quarter, so yeah, by the end of this quarter.
Eh. Fuck 'em.
That's my understanding is that the entire company will be liquidated by the close of 2016.
That screen share just scared the shit out of me. I was like, wait a minute, is this a pop-up ad? What the fuck is going on? I was like, Quail Bell, this sounds like gay as shit. Oh wait. Making fun of it, never mind.
Yeah, the auto romantic article. Now, I haven't read this. Someone sent it to me, and I was just like, I don't want to do a video on this because I've already done article videos, and my responses are more popular. So
Look, I can sum this up and without even having to read this shit. We used to hump
Narcissism?
cars. No, we used to hump cars as signs of affection. You know, when we were in high school, you know, your buddy got a sweet ass ride. He'd come in his bitchin' fucking Camaro. You know, he'd pop the T-tops off, be blasting some fucking rat or something, you know, and you'd just be like, man, that is a fucking bitchin' Camaro. And you just, you know, you just give it a little hump. And these guys just couldn't stop.
No. Auto romantic means you're in love with yourself.
No. See, look, like most others, I was perplexed when I watched My Strange Obsession about Nathaniel, a man from Arkansas who is in a relationship with his car, Chase. Because he is autosexual and autoromantic. However, he is not autoerotic, nor is he autoerotic asphyxiation.
Well, that's less fun.
Well, that's more the drummer from In Excess or the singer from In Excess or whatever. But
Yeah. Was the drummer or the singer? I don't remember.
well, I don't know. But whoever the faggot is that's sharing their screen obviously uses a Mac.
Nope.
No,
No.
really?
I have a Mac. That is not the same interface.
God, it looks hideous.
It does.
Is that like Windows
uh,
98
Firefox.
Vista?
H Christ. Is that
No.
8? Is that Windows 8?
Well, whatever the most recent one is.
That's
Oh
10,
no.
dude.
It forced me to
Oh,
fucking
it's
update.
the Canadian edition. I forgot.
8. It's like welcome me.
Well, they got to dumb it down. You know, this fucking moose
Oh
fucking
my god.
just need the help. You know,
Like
no
the
bright
lowest
colors.
common
You might startle
denominator
them.
is orders of magnitude lower in Canada. That is fair.
All right. So what do we got here?
We've got two very
Um,
upset primates.
2 very upset primates and 2 Americans, one of which apparently entirely consists of most of a left hand.
We've got one dickhead fucking thing from the Addams family and some Republican asshole from the Northwest, and 2 very pissed off marsupials. I mean, apes.
Hey,
Apes. Simians. There we go.
that is our word.
I prefer Sasquatch or Snow Nigger. Thank you very much.
Oh! I can call you Sam Squatch.
Sure.
Sam Scratch.
You're a myth around here, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're pretty much an indication of alcoholism around here, to be honest.
Well, in Utah, yeah. Up here, it's more usually the side effect of mushrooms or long-term LSD use.
Whereabouts are you from?
Oh, just south of your border in BC. So basically like Bellingham, Seattle.
Washington. He's from
Yeah.
Washington. And that's how you know you're from Western Washington is if you say it like that.
Well, no, you know
I mean,
you're
not
from
East, no,
Western
not Western.
Washington if you're surrounded by fucking beta cuck cringeworthy
Yeah.
hipsters and
Yeah, you're right. The
feminists.
Washingtons, that's more of an East Washington, actually.
It is very much so, and that's the Republican side. That's the side that has some common sense, but just can't help but fuck their own animals. So you can't
Yeah,
really win
but
there. You just have
can't
to live up in the
handle,
mountains by yourself.
can't handle women fucking women, but they fuck their animals.
Yep. Well, dude, welcome to
Weirdest fuckers
Islam.
out
I mean,
there.
Eastern Washington.
Yeah, it's a sad world when you're okay with fucking animals, but for some reason you have an issue with lesbian sex.
That means you're either in New Zealand, Eastern Washington, or Alabama.
Well, I have a problem with
Yeah,
lesbian
those
sex.
would be about the 3 places.
Yeah, I have a problem with lesbian sex too because
I'm not involved in it.
right? The only difference between
Huge
lesbian sex and a
problem.
3-way is
That's-
happiness.
Well, yeah, but see, if you're in a 3-way, they're not really lesbians. So like you're just ruled out of that one. Like then they're just
Yeah.
little bi bitches.
That's true. I really do hate the lesbian privilege that comes with lesbian sex.
Not only that, the fucking lesbians get to cheat because they get to use dildos.
Is that really cheating?
Don't gay guys use fleshlights?
Well, look, everybody uses anal beads, so I think nobody has any right to talk.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, should we all at once? We'll pull them out. We can count and no.
Well, and that's the benefit about Tanga eggs too, is that when you're done with them, you can make an awesome custom set of anal beads.
Right? Right? That's why you buy the carton.
Exactly. 6-pack strung together for your convenience.
Think
Have a
it.
Tanga egg party. Look who's a chicken now.
All right, you got to be in many more of these cunt streams because I like you, buddy.
Well, thank you, my maple sucking friend from the north. I appreciate it. You ain't so bad yourself for a primate. I mean, black man. I mean, Canadian.
Why not all 3?
Well, because he's a little more red than black.
Yeah, but I'm still from Canada, which makes me a snow nigger.
It's true.
Yeah.
I prefer to
So-
call you guys snowbacks because you do work and you are pretty polite. You just don't speak very good English.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
we
no,
speak
no, I'm just
better
dyslexic.
English than you guys do.
What was that, eh?
Just
I
talking
said
about.
we speak better English than you guys do, eh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go drink some coconut, you fuck.
Also,
I just
what
can't
is the
leave it with you
obsession with
guys.
donuts? What is the obsession?
Oh, it's not an obsession with donuts. It's an obsession with Timmy's. Eh?
Hey, good old Tim
Which-
Hortons.
Which Timmy's has literally donuts and coffee. That's it.
No, they also have Danishes, which are like donuts but different.
They're
Okay,
kind of like a
so-
pastry, you know.
And if you
it's
get there in the morning, you
Starbucks
can have a
for
bagel.
obese people instead of hipsters.
No, Tim Hortons is actually all right.
Oh, I'm just talking shit. I actually like Tim Hortons.
And we dropped down to 2 watchers.
Oh yeah, we lost them as soon as Remove Head came on.
Which is funny because he has as many subs as you and I combined twice.
What's your point? That doesn't mean anybody actually gives a fuck about what I do. It just means
That just
Bearing
means
told
he
them
may
to
be
sub.
4 times as hated.
Hey, I mean, your view count's gone up also since Bearing told people to sub.
Well, yeah, and I'm certainly not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. But it honestly doesn't mean I have any applicable or useful content or anything worthwhile of saying, let alone listening to.
Well,
Well,
do
I thought
any
your
of us?
Alpha Bearing style was great. The Jeff doesn't want to sound like corn. I personally liked, but wasn't as well received as the Bearing style.
Well, I mean, I could honestly give 2 shits less how well it was received. I just did it because I found that shit amusing.
Are you gonna do that one that we talked about?
Eventually, right now I'm working on a Full Metal Jacket kind of apocalypse, end of the world after Hillary Clinton gets elected thing.
Yeah, I mean that one you can kind of do whenever. The one that we talked about.
Oh yeah, it's getting there though. I've got yeah, the one I'm
Oh,
working
yeah.
on right now. I've turned JT Viper into an attack helicopter.
Yes.
Oh, that was your job, eh?
Yeah, I gave him the sex change, and he is now
Yeah,
actually
see.
officially a attack helicopter. And Tuxic Hamster is in on the apocalypse, so we're gonna see who else is gonna come fight the doomsday with us. So this one's just gonna take a hell of a lot longer than the rest of them.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Looking forward to it though.
Well, I'm a fucking hack. I just got to figure out how to do all the things while I'm doing it. So
Yeah, make it.
By the way,
have
that
it,
cheese video was pretty fucking funny.
thank you.
when you tell people to look you up, and make sure you tell them with remove head all one word, because I just did 2 words remove head to look you up, and all I keep finding are these blackhead videos. I mean, huh.
Well, I'm also youtube.com just / remove head from arse arse is also the issue because some fucking faggots already had the other good ones. So
Okay.
How do you do that? How do you do a custom URL for yours?
you get 100 motherfucking subs.
God damn it! I'm never
And then
gonna get a
you
custom
follow
URL. Never getting one.
Yeah, just make some good videos. Bitch and complain.
Dude, you don't even have to make good videos. Look at me.
Yeah, just make a
You-
bunch of videos, then you're good.
No, you really just have to get noticed by the right people.
Or you just make 100 Google accounts.
Well, I know what I'm doing with my weekend.
Right?
See, I got noticed by all the right people. They just don't like me.
You're gonna make accounts like I slop Wrath stick daily. Wrath equals God. Wrath is unstoppable. There's some good names.
You gotta make it realistic and add an extra like 300 or 400 that are like Wrath's a faggot, Wrath rapes children, Wrath likes to
Ooh.
lick the bloody asshole. Like you gotta make it realistic.
Amos Yee's boyfriend.
Well, and then remember though, a majority of them have to be otherkin names or weeboo names
Mm-hmm.
because that's the majority of what fandom is on YouTube now. They've got to be weebs or other. So
Fucking weebs and other. Damn.
I mean, look, my roommate's a weeb. He's actually a pretty decent guy. He just sits there and plays Warcraft all day and works when he doesn't. But you know, I can tolerate that a lot more than somebody who's freaking delusional and believes they're, you know,
A dragon.
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's a really good Otherkin video that you all should
No,
see at
there's
some
not.
point.
There's no such thing. Good other
No,
kid
no, no,
video.
no. It's someone criticizing Otherkin.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's just look up a dose of Buckley Otherkin. It's fucking hilarious.
I've seen that.
Yeah, say I've been following him longer than I've been following the skeptic community. In fact, I discovered one of his videos in the recommended like the autoplay took me to an Armored Skeptic video, and that's what got me into this community.
See, it's actually funny because I don't really like a lot of videos from our community. I mean, that's not to say I don't necessarily agree with the majority of them, but yeah, like there's a lot of people that just annoy the piss out of me, and it's like people that everybody likes, and it's really kind of amusing to see people like totally fanboy up on like when you're critical of these people at all. Like,
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Oh, dude, never
Yeah.
criticize you on Twitter. Oh my god, you
yeah,
get
well,
so much hell.
look at what happened to my friend the roasting. Like it was bullshit. Like I mean, I don't know the entirety of the situation, but like it's it's never good to just onslaught people like that. Like
Wait a minute, what happened
but
with the roasting?
oh he made some comment that was taken out of context by Shu and just fucking got hate mobbed and shit. Like
Jesus.
yeah, I mean, look, it's not like Shu did anything wrong. I don't think. I don't know enough about it. I know what happens. You know, it's an unfortunate byproduct of having a following on YouTube. I mean,
Yeah,
like
to
it's
me,
the same thing as
same
what fucking
concept
Talib
as-
Kweli did to me.
It's the same concept as when the SJWs complain about skeptics viewers going and attacking them, right?
Well, but here's the thing: is like I'm not gonna sit here and blame that person. Really, like I will say that like if you so I had a really weird situation where Talib Kweli decided to like basically get all up on my fucking Twitter and start calling me a Nazi and shit and like well he basically actually incited people to like retweet and harass me. And like here's the thing, man, like I can totally take criticism from anybody. I can take whatever anybody wants to say and throw it at me, and that's cool. Like I'm a fucking man. I'm not a fucking baby. What I think is bullshit is when at the beginning of all your tweets regarding me, you put retweet this at the beginning of it to get all your fans to fucking try to blow it up. Like, so I had fucking Talib Kweli, this fucking washed out fucking used to be relevant hip hop artist, sending I don't know, I think it at the end all unsaid was done. I had probably 500 to 600 tweets and DMs and stupid shit from his fucking fans calling me all kinds of wonderful names, which was like, whatever. It was just more annoying that it fucking filled up my feed than anything.
Yeah, see, to me, it's a shitty thing to do to try to inspire people to attack anybody.
And that's the difference, is inciting versus just the natural shitfall that comes from having a following. Like if he hadn't have been like retweet this and blah blah blah, then yeah, sure, there would have been some flack as soon as he fucking talked to me, period. But it wouldn't have taken over my Twitter feed for like fucking 4.5 hours and then trickled on into 3 days later. Like
See,
Yeah, it would
I
have been.
would have no issue with somebody doing something like that. Because yeah, it's a shitty thing to do, but that's how shit works, you know?
oh yeah, I just think it reflects poorly on a person. That's
Yeah,
all.
I mean, if someone like if any of the people I've reviewed, like like Ashley Mardell or Ghazi or fucking Lacey Green, were to find my Twitter, find my videos, and fucking be like, "Fuck you, you're an asshole," or whatever, or you're a liar,
They're gonna
or say
contact
whatever
your
the fuck they
workplace
want.
and get you fired.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is if they were to just be like, "You're a shitty person, I don't like what you did," I was like, whatever, and I'd get some follow-up from it. But if they were like, retweet this, fuck this guy up, find out where he works, then I'd just be like, the fuck did I do? I mean, I made a response video. Shit, calm down.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
no,
like I
I'm
mean,
by no means saying it's justified. Just
well, it's what
I'd be
happens.
fine with it because
Right, like I expect it to happen eventually. Once I
Exactly.
develop more of a following, I expect that something like what happened with Jeff Holiday and Trey Melvin will eventually happen.
Well,
what
yeah,
happened there?
well, I mean, but that's all
Um,
fine and dandy. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
that it reflects poorly on the person. Like
Oh
oh
regardless
yeah,
of
yeah. It
definitely.
just makes you look like a huge piece of shit if you do shit like that.
exactly. That's all I'm getting at is that like, look, at least like if you don't incite people to do it, then you can hold your head up high and not be a fucking coward. But if what you do is incite your followers to fight your battles for you by simply mobbing those people, that is being a coward. But there's definitely a difference between, indiscriminatory fallout of people who appreciate your material and agree with you versus, targeted harassment. And I think that, regardless, you have to deal with it, but it reflects poorly on the person targeting you.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is why my stance on the whole thing is I don't condone you attacking anybody, and I will not take responsibility for you attacking anybody. But you're fucking your own people. I'm sure most of you are fucking adults. If you're teenagers, get the fuck off my channel.
Be
But you're
careful,
let's
man.
see. I
YouTube is like
your own
actually,
choice.
90% teenager.
What's
yeah,
that?
to say, I actually put a little disclaimer in mine, um, just because of all that fallout. It was I first did it in not my most recent, but the previous video because of the whole situation with the streams that Bering did with those assholes and shit. I put a disclaimer: it's like by watching this video, you accept any responsibility for any comments, ratings you leave on the original video. I provide the link exclusively for reference, and then the link, and then my fair use notice is right below it. And then I credit anybody else. Like in in my video for last weekend, I linked both of your channels and Twitters because I mentioned that I'd been in streams and shit, and I was like, I'm sorry this video is kind of shit. I've been busy doing like streams and such, and I kind of gave you guys a little shout outs. It's like, hey, these are the streams that I was in. Check these fuckers out, kind of thing. But yeah, I put that little notice in there because honestly, I'm just making a habit of it now. So if I do get more of a following, it's right in there in black and white. If YouTube changes their TOS again and tries to fuck with us, it'll be like, look, I I straight up tell people under no uncertain terms, I refuse to be held responsible for any comments and shit you do. I leave it for reference so, if someone wants to call me a liar, they can review the original video. And, I basically put the ammunition in the gun because I know that shit's going to happen. So just why even dance around the subject? And also, might get them a few views, which results in money if they monetize. Sorry, that turned into a rant.
Yeah, I think everyone lost interest, and that's why we were all silent afterwards, because none of us were actually listening.
You cunts.
I think I'm probably actually going to wrap this one up here. It's
Yeah, I think
It is pretty late.
getting early into the morning at this point.
True that.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, so for whoever the fuck is still apparently listening, remember to go down to your local store, ask about Tanga eggs, and when they tell you they don't know about anything about Tanga eggs, go onto the internet and look them up. Tanga egg,
And
go fuck yourself.
yeah, also tell the cashier to go fuck themselves when you go to buy a Tanga egg and they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just straight up give them the whole fucking thing. Tanga eggs. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
They'll
Go
give you a
fuck
nice
yourself.
blank look. You'll walk out feeling all proud. It'll be a great moment. Probably the peak of your life. That
And
will be the
then,
crowning achievement of your life.
and then when you realize that you're alone and miserable, use those tears to lubricate your Tanga egg and go fuck yourself.
Exactly, because that's what Tanga eggs are made for. Going and fucking yourself. All right, so we had tonight T-Bing, who is a cunt and is fortunately very, very gone. We have had Remove Head from Ass, who is a funny, funny cunt with a weird looking red hat, which I think may be Trump related, but
It
my
just
vision
might
is
be.
blurry.
It just might be.
We have this weird looking wrong colored. That's not what gorillas look like, buddy. Wrong colored gorilla folk here. Semaj Z. He's a guy. And then we have Wrath of Controversy, the Knuckles motherfucker with the Punisher ring and the baggy little studded ring and the weird sharp looking ring.
We need to get him a hijab so he
Very good
can
channel.
put his
Check
face
him
on
out.
cam.
He's a cunt though.
I didn't deny that.
So, does anybody want to say goodbye to the two people who are watching us, or should I just end it?
I think we should all go down in a bleach drinking blaze of glory.
Yep.
All right, everybody, on the count of 3, get your bleach ready. 1, 2, 3.